championship. So consolation is here, championship is there.
Sounds good. And we're gonna have a change out there.
Yeah, exactly. So I can do all that in between.
That sounds good.
You're hot. It's got music playing now.
So if I'm talking right now, I'm talking over the music. I'm gonna turn this thing on. So what do I do? So I guess like between breaks I can just get up and go over there.
Just treat it like anything else.
That's good.
You will have to switch them because I can't switch them.
Switch the what? The.
Click on the C.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine. So will we not do the? So we won't do the whatchamacallit?
Not at the beginning.
Not the beginning. Okay.
So here, if you ever want to pause, yes. Okay, now you are live.
Hey Aaron, is Connor on Junkrat?
Connor is on Junkrat today. Yes, sir. Can you guys hear me, by the way? Am I?
You're
alright?
live. You're hot.
Cool. And it says consolation on it, right? Yeah. Cool. So if I were to, where would I go next? So when the game is about to start.
Here you go. I'll do that for you.
I guess I could.
All right, so everybody, welcome to the game. We're here for the consolation game today. This is going to be for third place. The Nomads are playing the Horde today. We're a couple of minutes away from getting started. The guys in Hanover are controlling the match today, so we are going to be texting with them to see if they're ready. And then we'll get underway here in just a few seconds. Today, the roster we have for our junior varsity, and we have Coach Aaron here to introduce our guys and tell them who is playing in the junior varsity consolation game today.
All right, so exactly. So our junior varsity is going to be playing for our consolation match today. First off, we're going to have Undisputed. He's going to be Liam. He's going to be playing Mercy for us today, mainly Mercy. And if you go over to Andrea, and her name is AV Zoomer, she's going to be playing ball for us today. And if you go over to the next person, which is going to be Spire X, he's going to be Grant. Grant's going to be playing Reinhardt or Arissa. And over to our DPS players, which is going to be Phoenix and Team Master CM, which is going to be Connor and Jack. They're both going to be playing a combination of Ashe, Echo / Bastion, with Connor going to be on Junkrat. And then, of course, Sniper, or Alan, he's going to be playing Baptiste. He had some really good plays last week on Baptiste. Let's hope he's going to keep it up and hopefully provide our team this much needed W this week for the last game.
Very good. Thank you, Aaron. All right, I'm going to let Aaron go in there and give the guys a last-second pep talk. He's going to come back and do some play-by-play for us. In the meantime, you have me, Jeff, the general manager, sitting in for Nick today. I know you guys have gotten accustomed to Nick being your guy, but you're going to have to settle for me today. And I am tired of wearing these masks, so I'm going to try to talk as little as possible so I don't have all the sweat build up. I'm sorry for that visual I just created for you guys. We have some player profiles today. I'll go down the list with today's starting lineup. I think Coach Aaron told you already the characters that they'll be playing, but I'm going to introduce them one more time. This is Andrea, also known as AV Zoomer. She has the distinction of being the only young lady on our esports team. She has made quite a lot of progress this year, and she looks forward to coming back. At least that's what we hear. Liam is part of the brothers team that we have here. He is undisputed, my personal favorite gamer tag. He is the younger version of the brother team. Jack would be his older brother. He is Phoenix. And we have Connor Mulvihill, and he's supposed to have his shot with the mask on it. I must have forgot to put that on there. Don't tell Connor that I forgot to do that. But he will be playing, and he is Team Master CM today. We have Grant as Xspire X, another fun gamer tag. And finally, we have Alan. There he is, and he is Sniper. So again, these guys are just getting ready to play the consolation game for their first ever playoffs of the first ever esports league for kids ages 9 to 14. So we're excited for them, and we're ready for some gameplay. We're going to go back to our timer screen, and we'll be back with you momentarily.
All right, we are starting very momentarily. Yeah, it's going to be a game against the Horde. Let's get started. So it's going to be on Paris. Paris is going to be the first map. This is a control point map. Once I get over here, it's going to be a control point map, which means teams are going to can't actually walk through that gate over there, but teams are going to have to control this point right over here, and then they're going to have to go all the way over here and capture this one. One team's going to be attacking, one team's going to be defending, and they take turns attacking and defending. Pretty simple. We played this map before.
Ready for battle.
And while we wait, we're gonna wait on the teams. Let's go over to the Nashville Nomads. Looks like they're going to be attacking first. Or that's not the Nashville Nomads. This is the Nashville Nomads. So they're gonna be attacking first. Just waiting on the game to start. Looks like the Nashville Nomads are going with a composition that's fairly normal, what we've done from before. It's going to be a Echo plus Junkrat with a ball in there just to disrupt them, and then a Reinhardt to be our shield tank. Some good looks in chat, some really good teamwork. We're going to spectate Andrea's POV for a little bit. We're going to see what our ball does. Actually, I'm going to pull out. And get right over here. And looks like ball is about to go in. Ball's going in. They're going to pull back for a little bit. Looks like Hanover Horde is holding up top. They're holding a really good position. It's going to be hard for the Nomads to go through. One is already down. Andrea fell, but Mercy is kind of low. No, Mercy got healed up. And it looks like Junkrat. Oh my gosh, Junkrat going for a big play right there. Getting one of their healers. That's going to be a winnable fight. And Junkrat's going for their Bastion is extremely low. Bastion is down. Now all they have to do is just get on point. Reinhardt, Baptiste players are slowly making it back to point. It looks like, let's go over to Alan's point of view. Alan is very low right now. Seems to be damaging and healing. And it looks like we're going to hold this. We're going to get the first point fairly easily. Good job. So the crucial thing right there was Hanover Horde failed to protect their Bastion very well. Our team went in, and our Junkrat just straight up ran into him and killed him. So very impressive. Good job by the Nomads. Now 5 minutes and 30 seconds to capture the second point. That is a lot of time. And it looks like Nomads have 2 ultimates. They're going to have 3 ultimates pretty soon. 4 ultimates, actually. With their Ball ultimate, their Baptiste, their Echo and their Junkrat. So let's make it up to the action right here. Looks like Reinhardt is getting ready to attack. There are 2 picks already on Hanover Horde. It is a fair fight right now. Ultimates are going to start being used momentarily. Junkrat still being up for the Nomads. The Nomads always make really good use of their Junkrat ultimate. So that Junkrat ult, something that we should definitely be on the watch for, because it's going to be a really big one. Already 1 pick. It looks like Nomads are making some progress, but unfortunately they are cleared out. And one of the reasons for that, Echo ultimate. Echo ulted just right in. Looks like Echo copied their enemy Diva, so Echo's ultimate allows you to copy an enemy hero and play as that hero for a short amount of time. But it looks like Echo kind of just went and died. But that's okay. We're just going to regroup, it looks like. Or we're going back in. If we go over to our Mercy's point of view, Mercy's DPSing. Mercy has died. Unfortunate. And if we go over here, we're going to just... Looks like they're calling for regrouping. If you hear the background, you can hear our team calling for a regroup. It looks like they're getting ready for another attack. Looks like they still have our Junkrat ultimate. We have a Mercy ultimate and we have a Baptiste ultimate. That should be plenty to try and capture it. Andrea is already on the point, swinging around. If we watch the rest of the team, we can... That was a really close Junkrat ultimate. Junkrat's already down. Looks like their Bastion is still up. Bastion is dead. Good job by Andrea. But Bastion's dead, but our entire team is also dead. So that was optimal. That was a good play, but unfortunately the rest of the team just died very fast. Now Nashville Nomads are going to have to regroup. And maybe we'll have some time to just watch them regroup. And looks like Echo is getting reined back in. We're going to have a solid push going through here. And one of the advantages of our composition is going to be that we are fairly mobile. With our Ball and our Echo, these 2 are characters that people would call dive characters, where you can dive into the enemy team very fast. 1 pick already. 2 picks already by the Horde. 1 pick by the Nashville Nomads, so it is a 4v5 right now. And it looks like Nashville Nomads are going to get cleared out once again, unless some type of miracle happens. Echo is back in the fight, but Echo just might die along with her team. So yeah. Oh, Ball's on point. Ball swinging around. Andrea might have to pull back and regroup here. I don't see her surviving much longer on the point. So it looks like she got out. So very good job by her. She is kind of low on health. Looks like Mercy's going to go. Oh, she dies. Mercy could res her. Let's see if Mercy can res. Mercy sneaking up. Ooh, very good res by that Mercy. Sneaky res. Make sure the attack keeps on going. So very good job by the Mercy. Ball's going to be back on point. Mercy's going to be following the ball around, which might not be the smartest idea, because Mercy is a hero that needs to be in the back. She is a healer. We're down 1 healer. A Diva ult coming in from the... Ooh, okay, and 3 picks instantly. Looks like the Nomads are going to get cleared off once again. But one thing that is going to be good on the Nomad side is they're having their ultimates coming back up. With the Nomads having used their Reaper ultimate, their Orisa ultimate just got used, and they only really have one ultimate up. Our team's going to have 3 ultimates up, and that's already an advantage because in this game, ultimates are huge. Ultimate abilities are called ultimate abilities for a reason. They're pretty big abilities. So let's go over to our Allen cam here. Allen is behind the shield. Very good positioning by Allen. Dropping that immortality down so his team doesn't die. Taking cover when he needs to. Very good job. Good job healing up the Reinhardt. Already 1 pick though on the Hanover side. 2 picks on the Hanover side. It's going to be a tough fight for National Nomads to win. It doesn't look like they're gonna get this. But they're still alive on point, and they got a pick on the Bastion, and that was huge. That was huge. That was insane. Echo gets another pick, and it looks like National Nomads are actually poised to take this round. Bastion or Baptiste's gonna use his ultimate for the first time this round. I would have liked to see it a little bit quicker. That would have been much smarter usage of that ultimate, but still very good. Reaper is dead. They're getting cleared out. Looks like Mercy, their healers, and one of their tanks is going to be on point. National Nomads have most of their team up, most of their team walking back. One of the unfortunate things of these types of maps is that the enemy team spawn is right there. The defending team spawn is right in that corner over there. So as we pull out, looks like National Nomads are going to continue swinging on point. Looks like a Diva ult is coming up, and that might be big. Tough. Looks like National Nomads were cleared out by that Diva ultimate, eventually clearing them out. But National Nomads did make good progress. Hanover Horde will have to essentially capture the entire point to be able to win this. So very good job by the National Nomads, no matter what. Really good attack. It did take them a while. So one of the reasons why the Hanover Horde did so well there on the second point is again, because of how the map works. The map works in a way where...
Bastion now?
Yeah, I'm fine with Bastion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, it looks like we're going to run Bastion. But one of the reasons why that map was so hard to capture is once they get some picks, once they get some kills, if it is an even fight, so if it is a 4 versus 4, the enemy team spawns right over here. Right over here. And so it's very easy for the team to just, it's called a spawn advantage, where it's very easy for the defending team to just hop right on point. So you have to get picks, you have to get a 5, you have to essentially get like a 2v5, right? A 2v to make it fair, even though the number might not say so, because you can stall out point for a while. It looks like we're going to run our own Bastion this time with a Orisa and a Ball. Now, it all depends on how well we defend our Bastion, because in this type of team composition, Bastion is our main firepower, and we're putting a lot of resources on Bastion, so he has to get value. Which also means if Bastion dies, all the resources that we're putting on that Bastion will disappear. So that's our team strategy right now. We're putting all of these things on this one hero, making sure that he doesn't die. And it looks like they're already doing a good hold, already a better hold than Hanover. Hanover's also running Bastion on attack, which I wouldn't say is a very great idea, but it could work. It could work as long as he runs it well. And ideally, it's just not as good as any other type of hero. Ooh, Bastion, the enemy Bastion, I stand corrected. The enemy Bastion gets 2 picks, but it looks like that our Bastion gets 2 picks in return too. Where it looks like one of the reasons, and Reaper's coming on the side, Reaper's going right behind them. We might get cleared out pretty fast. Really good immortality by the Baptiste. Oh, but the Reaper provided just enough. So again, it looks like our team died there because they overextended. The enemy Bastion has to not... Enemy Bastion can't do anything. He'll have to get set up. And on attack, Bastion is not very good because he has to get set up. But if the enemy team runs into you like that, then the Bastion has a very good and easy time of dealing with that. So it looks like our team made a mistake there by pushing up too far. And we have died. So it looks like we might lose this point. Mercy might go for a res. Mercy should just back up. Because Mercy's not going to be able to kill all of them. Unless she pulls out some insane aiming, which I do doubt. And it looks like Mercy might actually die here, but she has quick respawn, so she'll respawn pretty quickly. Alright, looks like we're setting up over here. It's maybe not a great place for Bastion to set up. Bastion preferably likes to set up right where I am over here. And looks like that's where they're calling for the Bastion to set up. So good job by the JV for doing that. Looks like Bastion's going to get set up here. 5 minutes, so actually parallel. So JV is there. Hanover JV is doing just as good as our JV in terms of where to hold. Junkrat is getting kind of low. We're going to switch over to Hero. And it looks like they popped some ultimates here. Reaper's on our Bastion. Bastion ultimates. They're getting some picks by their Bastion, but it looks like we might be able to hold them back just because of... They're getting points on the point, actually. We're not touching point right now. We didn't touch it for a while, but it looks like they're actually clearing us out. Mercy's going for a res. Fortunately, it doesn't work. We have to touch point. Oh, yikes. And it looks like the Hanover Horde will win this one. Really good job by the Hanover Horde. They played it very well. They played it to their strengths. Our holding was just not as strong as theirs. They held it very well. They knew how to position a little better, especially on second point. They cleared it up. Looks like the play of the game is by their Orisa. See what she does here.
Epic. It's nice to be appreciated.
All right, so Coach Aaron is in there giving them some pointers for this next round. He's given them some key strategy points that maybe they missed in that first round. We're going to do a quick interview with Coach Aaron here in just a second, and he's going to give us a breakdown of what we've seen already. We are holding tryouts on August 29th at 3:30 p.m. for fall season starting in September. Start your journey today to becoming a competitive gamer.
If you're interested in joining our fun, competitive esports team, we'll see you in the dojo.
The Nashville Nomads. Game over.
Whoa, look at this. What? Oh, wow.
It says got side swapped.
Yeah, we did. Make sure they change the names. Alright, am I good? Alright, guys. Looks like we're going to jump back into this fairly shortly. Looks like there was some spam happening in chat, which is why the coach of the Horde told him to stop typing.
Now arriving.
But this is going to be Ilios. Kind of the same as last map, where there are control points, but both teams are attacking. There's no defending team. It's going to be more like a King of the Hill. Looks like it's going to be the map with the well on it. So what that means is the enemy team, or either team, can boop people into that well. And when you fall into that well, you die. As I just zoomed in there. But looks like teams are assembling their heroes. We're going to see what their picks look like at this point. I don't think
Ready for
National Nomads are running a Bastion this round, which is interesting. Both teams are going to be running Bastion, which is going to be tough, actually, I would say. Initially, I wouldn't run a Bastion on this map just because it is really hard to find a position to get set up. But again, depends on how the teams play. And we are playing in junior varsity, so these players are definitely newer to the game. So it does depend on where they set up and how they react to it.
one.
But it definitely has a lot of weaknesses.
Capture the objective.
So let's see what they do. Looks like that's the Horde. Nashville Nomads are gonna get set up shortly. They're running double shield now. I would have ran ball, but double shield is also fine. Looks like both teams are just gonna be running protect the Bastion team composition. Now I do not advise. Ooh, their Bastion is extremely pushed up if you look at it right here. And their Bastion is dead. Reinhardt did a really good job here. Their Bastion's dead, got revived, but we already have the advantage, and it looks like we are winning this fight right now. Unless that Reaper in the middle of our team can do something, it looks like we're going to win this team fight, and it looks like it. So whenever Horde did initially capture the point, but looks like Nashville Nomads. Hanover Horde is going to try and stall it as long as possible. Diva's demech'd. Diva's dead. It looks like Nashville Nomads are going to reclaim that point with a Bastion that's going to be set up on point also. And now here's where the tough part is. The enemy team Bastion is going to have to find out a way to set up and not die immediately. And it looks like enemy team Bastion is dying very fast. It's very hard for the Bastion to get set up, especially on attack, if we play it well. One of the things I told my team was essentially to make sure that when they're on attack, when they're on defense, let the Bastion come to them. Do not run to the Bastion, which is one of our problems. Now our Mercy does have res. Our Mercy can just res our Bastion if she chooses to. Bro, our Mercy is not Wait. Mercy's not Mercy anymore. Our Mercy is Moira. So it looks like we're running Moira now. So that's going to be interesting. But we still win the fight. We use an ultimate. We use 2 ultimates. There are 2 support ultimates. Both are going to be aggressive support ultimates that are being used. Looks like we're going to have our Sigma ult pretty soon. And we already have our Tire. What our team could do is they could combo the Sigma ultimate with the Tire. Which would essentially, Sigma would pick up the entire team and drop them right back on the ground. And as they get dropped, the Tire happens and it blows them entire. Like, just blows the enemy team up. So, let's see if Nashville Nomads do that. And what they're planning on doing. Looks like they're setting up. Very good posturing. Oh, one of the Nashville Nomads are already dead. But looks like we're using ultimates here. We got a pick. We got their ultimates. Ooh, our Bastion finally died, and their Bastion has ultimate up. And you can see it. Let's get to the live action cam here. Looks like their Bastion is dead. Cool. Their Bastion just died. Yeah, so it is very hard to attack with Bastion to get set up because he has to get set up. It takes a lot of time for that Bastion to get set up. And as the time bank approaches, as the numbers get to 99, it's at 99 now. Overtime is running away slowly. Looks like they're on point. Both teams are going to be having to contest point. Their Bastion is dead, or our Bastion is dead. Their Bastion's still alive. But we did get their Mercy, so someone has to kill their Bastion. Looks like our Reinhardt is walking right up. Ooh, might have been the smartest idea since our entire team is behind him. Big ultimate by Sigma, which got canceled. Really good job by the Hanover Horde. Hanover Horde due to actually take back the point. Our Bastion's still set up though. They're running into our Bastion right now. Let's go into our Bastion camp and see what's going on here. That is not our Bastion. Our Bastion's dead. So we're gonna wait on the Bastion to revive again. But when the Bastion gets back, we're gonna go to our Bastion camp and see what happens here. We're gonna go into Andrea's point of view for a little bit here. Very good job by both teams right now. Hanover Horde has managed to pick it up. The thing is, if Nashville Nomads win just one fight, that's all they need. They will get this first point. They just win this one fight. They're in one fight territory. Their Bastion's already down. Very good job. Their Mercy might res that Bastion. But right now, looks like our team is poised. 2 picks on our team. Looks like Reaper is actually ready to use. He doesn't have his ultimate. So he was just flanking. Our team doesn't realize he's in the corner yet, but Reaper is on point. If we just turn around. I pulled out. But nice. Oh, their Bastion immediately dies. And you can hear celebrating on our side. It looks like we are slowly going to clear them out. They're making their last-ditch effort. So that was the last fight. We did win the last fight. Now it's just going to be really scrappy. But it doesn't look like the Hanover Horde is going to pull out a miracle, because they'll need to pull out a miracle to be able to hold on to this point. Doesn't happen. So 100-74. Good job by the Nashville Nomads. I can hear celebrating all the way from here. So good job by the Nashville Nomads. Making sure the Hanover Horde gets a run for their money. So good job, Nashville Nomads. So this map is not as good for Bastion. I would actually advise not running Bastion on this map, just because it's really hard to find a point to set up on. The other point was really better for Bunker, and I've seen it happen before, but on this point, I really would not run Bastion. I think it would be very hard for both teams to do it. Even the team that's defending, right? On that other point, once you capture that point, it's very easy for the Bastion just to sit there. But on this one, it's going to be harder. So let's see what our Nashville Nomads do. Let's go over to their point of view. Let's go over to Alan's point of view. Alan's point of view is always fun to watch. Looks like both teams are going to be running bunker again, so. Bastion is setting up on point. If you can see the outline of their Bastion. Our Junkrat, let's go to Junkrat actually. Let's see some Junkrat vision. He's definitely been pulling his weight. Our Bastion's already down though, but our Junkrat is going to kill their Bastion. Very good job, but our Junkrat dies in the process, but it might be worth it because their Bastion is dead, but it doesn't look like it. It does not look like our team will be able to pull that out, although Sigma's contesting on point. Let's see what Sigma's going to do. Sigma and Moira. Moira's making sure Sigma's healed up. Eventually Sigma dies. Just too many people, so we need to regroup. Now this is why I don't advise running Bastion on this map. It's very not straightforward to run him. You'd have to do some really, really tricky things to be able to make sure he sets up on point and make sure he's effectively just being useful in general. So it's going to be tougher for the Bastion to get set up. We're going to have to kill their Bastion first. That's simple as that. And it looks like we get the Reaper, so that's already a pick. So 1 for 1 right now. Oh, 2 for 1. Looks like they have got 2 picks and we only have 1 so far. We might just have to pull back and regroup and just bide our time. But they're already halfway to capturing this point. We have not touched that point yet. So we might actually need to switch off that Bastion. But I don't think we will. And looks like they're pushing in. Oh, Reaper's behind, but doesn't look like Reaper's gonna kill anyone really fast. Reaper gets a pick on our back line, but looks like we were just not organized enough, and that's what I was talking to you guys about, where our team just walked in single file into them, right? And the thing is, Bastion has to get set up to do damage, and our Bastion just was not able to get set up. It's a good swap off there. We swap over to Reaper, which I've never really seen before, but there is only one more fight, so we are in 1 fight territory where the team that wins this upcoming fight, they'll have to touch. The team will have to touch. And it looks like the team that will touch, the team that wins this fight will win, will at least hold on. Ooh, huge Junkrat ultimate. That's me play the game. Really good job. Let's go over to Andrea's point of view just one more time. Let's go over to Grant. We haven't seen Grant yet, but really good job saving the game. So now Nashville Nomads cannot lose any more fights. If they lose even a single fight, they will actually lose this point for good. So, really good swap over by the Nashville Nomads. I mean, one of the reasons why I won that fight was pushing the Junkrat, but I think we're going to do better. As long as they block that Reaper ult. That Reaper ult was pretty useless. Really good job by the Nashville Nomads. But they already get a pick. Bastion's getting set up in the corner. Oh no. It's an even fight right now. We're going to have to pull something out. We're getting picks. We're getting picks, but it looks like, yeah. Looks like we won't be able to contest it again. Ooh, actually, Baptiste is. But, yeah, Baptiste dies. But Ball's also going to be on point. Ball can ultimate here, and looks like Bastion's going to die. Oh, no. Bastion does not get hit by the mines. Someone's going to have to touch. There is no one on point right now. They're going to have to touch. Bastion was low, and if they actually just swing on that, ooh. Yeah, Bastion's already just set up. Tough. So it is going to be 1-1. It does not look like one of our varsity members pulled up and is going to leave and come back. What's up, Elliot? Cool. Alright, looks like one of our varsity players is in there. Maybe. Hey, Elliot, you're gonna be coach. Yeah, I'm good now. Yeah. So, looks like we're gonna have a coach. We're gonna have a impromptu coach in there. But that was a really good point. Really good job by the Nashville Nomads making a last-ditch effort at the end. Looks like we're going to just follow what the Hanover Horde is doing, and we're going to just keep doing a Bastion. Now, this point is a little bit better for a Bastion. He can have more time to set up. Have more space for the Bastion to set up. And it looks like Bastion is undefended right now. Bastion is very much undefended. And you can hear him giving out some advice to the JV, so I appreciate that from the varsity. Really good job. Oh, we get a pick, they get a pick, they got our, and we get their Bastion, as I said, whichever Bastion dies first usually is going to be the team that loses that team fight. Looks like, oh, it's going to be a tie. It's actually going to be very close. It's going to be an extremely close fight. Ball is still somewhere. Ball is on point. Going to be on point soon. Slams in. Reaper, their Reaper is doing a lot of damage to our team. Reaper did a very good job. We did not focus down that Reaper. And it looks like they're going to reverse the progress. Oh, interesting res. Very risky. Let's see if it pays off. There's no healer. Yeah. He dies, and it looks like Ball is also going to die quickly. So, looks like... Ooh, they could not keep that Bastion alive, but their Bastion gets rezzed. There are a couple really low people on their team, and we did get their Reaper. You can see Alan getting extremely low. Our Mercy dies. It's going to be tough. We don't have a res anymore. We don't have a resurrection to be able to resurrect our team. But, ooh, close. Looks like they're down a healer. We're going to keep reading Alan's perspective. Very good ultimate by Alan. Alan does get picked off here, but that should be enough. We should be able to reclaim that point. I spoke too soon, but Reaper just ultimates and dies instantly. And looks like we are going to... They're going to stall at the point for a while, but it does not look like they're going to stop us from recapturing it. Now, if you look on your top left and right, you can see the check marks, and you can even see the check marks on our team. There's a check mark next to the hero portrait. For example, Junkrat and Reinhardt. That means they both have ultimates. Junkrat just got another pick. It was a 1-for-1, but it was their healer for our tank. So that healer is definitely going to be felt way more by the Hanover Horde than our tank. So, looks like Reaper's jumping right in on our Bastion, or trying to. Reaper dies instantly. Their Bastion's ulting. He might just get eviscerated immediately if he gets focused down. Oh, we don't focus their Bastion, and their Bastion just kills us. So we get rezzed. Oh, big shatter by our Reinhardt. Our Reinhardt gets a kill there. Let's go over to Reinhardt's point of view. If I can find it. Really good job by Grant over here. Making sure he's the tank, soaking up the damage, and buying space. So good job. We do manage to hold that point, even though it was very risky there for a while. Good pick by Alan. Honestly, I just want to watch Alan. Alan is a lot of fun to watch. This is they did pick our Bastion up, but our Bastion got rezzed. He's back up, being alive. Now their Bastion's in the corner, but our shield is up, so their Bastion's not really set up, and he dies instantly because of that. So you can see the examples of just how hard it is to get set up on this map, especially since both teams are technically attacking and defending at the same time. Very interesting combination that's coming out. Alan's looking to get picks. We already got a pick off on the... I'm gonna turn that off real quick. But it looks like we already got a pick. They res that pick up. But Reaper in the back. Reaper kills our Baptiste. But we still have a lot more kills than them right now. They're gonna have to touch point. As the timer approaches 99, are they gonna touch it? Really good job by the Nomads. Nomads make it a 1-1 series. Good job, Nomads. Nice.
I think that's a happy
Play of the game.
Okay, this is Jeff, your GM. Coach Aaron's going in to give him a couple of pointers. We are tied at 1-1. A lot of jubilation there at the end of that match. Even though we didn't pull it out, there was some really great play. So that's a good sign for the future. So we are going to head into the next round, and we're going to go to a commercial here, a couple of commercials, and we will be back shortly.
Game over.
We are holding tryouts on August 29th at 3:30 p.m. for the fall season starting in September. Start your journey today to becoming a competitive gamer.
If you're interested in joining our fun, competitive esports team, we'll see you in the dojo.
The Nashville Nomads.
Alrighty. Andrea, congratulations on finishing your white belt. Without further ado, please go ahead. Make it look nice. Good job. Alrighty, so take your name, move it on up. Now you can move it on up. Yeah, there you go. Very nice.
Okay. All right, so we are back into the game. It's a 1-1 score, so good teamwork happening on both sides. If you look at chat, both teams are wishing each other well. There's a lot happening in stream chat. I haven't actually gotten to read it. Looks like Nick is in here. We have a bunch of people in our Twitch chat, so I appreciate it. Appreciate you guys being in Twitch chat, watching our JV do really well. 1-1, hoping to take home this dub, a much needed dub, making sure we're at least third place. This is going to be the consolation match, so whoever loses this will be in fourth place for this season in JV. Whoever wins will be in third place, which is opposite to our varsity rankings, which is varsity is going over to the finals, so varsity will be playing for first place / second place. Yeah. Looks like we're going to be running Havana. Are we going to... I think they said 5 more minutes. I'm not 100% sure. But the Nashville Nomads and both teams in junior varsity, there's a reason why we're picking the heroes that we're picking right now. In junior varsity, obviously the players are newer to the game. So they're not going to be running the most optimal characters. They'd much rather, and even in varsity to an extent, they'd much rather pick heroes that are, heroes that are much easier to play and get value out of. So in Overwatch, there's something called value. We're always trying to get as much value as possible. Whichever team provides the most value will win the game. And value is damage, shielding, whatever you can do in game that provides your team something, or killing people is something. Providing CC is something. So it is much easier to provide value with characters such as Junkrat or Bastion, rather than picking characters like Genji, which you see a lot by our varsity team, but Genji is also a hard hero to play and hard to provide value on, which is why you don't see that same composition running in JV. That's one of the reasons why we're running those types of team compositions. So when you see a lot of Bastion picks in JV, it's because Bastion is a very easy hero to play. You can get set up, and once you get set up, you start just mowing people down, mowing the enemy team down. So there's a reason why we're running those team compositions. So let's see what the Nomads have in store for us on attack. So it looks like Nomads are going to attack first on this round. This is going to be Havana. It's going to be an escort map. So the objective of this is going to be to escort the payload as far as possible. There's going to be 3 different checkpoints for the objective to reset the timer. And then you just try to get to the end or try to push it as far as possible. And then the enemy team will try to do the same. And if you didn't get to the end, the enemy team will just have to push it a slight bit more than you did, and they would win the round. That's how this usually works. And if they both make it to the end, it's going to go into overtime, or it's going to go into it's going to go into the 4th round or 5th round where they do it again. And slowly the time starts whirling down. I've never seen this go into more than 2 rounds, to be honest. And I've been playing for a while. So usually just ends in 2 or in 4 rounds, not 2. And yeah, looks like we are poised to get back to it. Let's get some thumbs up in the chat for the Nomads. Let's get the Nomads pumped up. Make sure we get this game point, because if we win this round, we go into game point, and that's going to be a huge deal. And it's also going to be tough, because if you remember from last week, we were at a game point situation with the Wake Forest Warriors, where the Wake Forest Warriors had to win 2 games in a row to win. And they actually made that comeback and won. And now Wake Forest Warriors are obviously playing for first match against the Monterey Whales, who 3-0'd the Hanover Horde. So really just kind of showing where we stack up against the opposing teams. And if you look at how the Horde, yep. All right, so it looks like they're gonna start it up. And it looks like before I start, the Monterey Whales were not doing good in the beginning of the season. They were 0-3 for the first stage. But they came back, and now they're playing for first spot. And they 3-0'd the team we're going against now. So they became very good. But yeah, this is going to be the Havana map in a futuristic Cuba. You can see all the little cars. The I don't actually know what they're called. They're way before my time. But I know those are NT cars that are in Cuba. So very cool map design by the Overwatch designers. Very cool. Some good teamwork and sportsmanship happening in chat. So very proud of both teams to be doing this. I'm very proud of both teams in terms of how well they're handling this. Both teams are very friendly to each other. Both teams are very skilled. But these are 2 JV teams that, you know, we'll eventually make it to varsity. And so these are players that you're looking at, which, you know, they will get better. And you can see some mistakes happening by the players, but I mean, it is tough, but players are definitely getting set up. So both teams are going to be running Bastion. So it looks like our team, the Nashville Nomads, there's just a diva sitting up top. I think she might just die right here. It is very weird by Diva just to stand there. Diva should just kind of die immediately now. Let's see what her health bar is at. She got very low. She's stunned up. She dies. Her mech is down. Our Bastion died, but our Bastion's res back up. Their Bastion's in the corner, dying nearly immediately. Very interesting spot for their Bastion to set up. Very creative. Oh, our Bastion dies. Looks like there was no shield on that Bastion. I would have loved to see a shield on that Bastion. But looks like we're getting ready. Ooh, they are shredding us. It is actually a very even fight right now. And this is very advantageous for the National Nomads. It doesn't really matter. What is happening, or what if they die or not, because their spawn is right there. The enemy spawn would be all the way back in the corner over there. Let's go into perspectives here. Let's go into the Bastion. That was the Bastion. Bastion's definitely getting set up here, and we can see there's a shield in front of him. There's a shield in front of him. So Bastion's gonna just start shredding. So this is what I said. When you get set up with Bastion, it's very hard to stop him. Now, how most teams deal with it is by just not letting. The simple answer is just not letting him set up. Now they already got points, so it doesn't really matter that they died here. Their Bastion used his ultimate, got a really big picks, but unfortunately it doesn't really matter because, again, the spawn is right here. Now that they captured that point, their spawn gets adjusted too. So by using ultimates there by the Hanover Horde, I wouldn't say that was the best idea for them to do. But they are getting picks, and they are stalling us actually here. But Diva will eventually die. Oh, a ball. Ooh. There was a Junkrat tire being used over there. Got immediately killed. Their Bastion's set up in that corner on payload actually. We'll just have to find a way to get through here. Their Bastion's getting kind of low. Our Bastion ulted. Their Bastion ulted. See what happens here. It's 2 Bastions just ulting each other. Let's go into his point of view. And our Bastion died. So let's go into our Reinhardt point of view here. Our Reinhardt's in shield mode. No longer. He's trying to run back, waiting for the team. We already getting picks here. We should be pushing up. They're using their ultimates and they're getting picks by it, so they are doing a good job here. But as long as all the Nashville Nomads need to do here is just sit in spot and regroup. They do not seem to be doing that, but that is really all they need to do and regroup. They don't need to fight them here. The spawn is very close to them. Every pick they get, if it's a 1-for-1, it's still super worth for the Nashville Nomads. Now they did get the D.Va here, so D.Va's demeched, so D-back to D.Va is very useless. But our Mercy dies because their Reaper's in the middle, and it looks like the Reaper gets a huge ult on all of them in there because this is a very tight corridor. Now, what I would advise the Nomads to do is instead of going through here, go through a more open position. If you can, especially when you know the Reaper ultimate's up. Of course, they do have a Bastion, so going through the open would not yield preferable results. Let's go into Baptiste view. They have 2 picks here already. 3 picks here already, and it's going to be very tough for our varsity or our JV to break through here, it seems. We might actually have to switch off the Bastion and just play something else. Play an Echo, or Echo on the... He plays a very good Echo, our Bastion player, which I think is Jack. I think Jack's playing Bastion. So, but we are getting picks, and any picks that we get here are still really good. Because as long as we can... Yeah, but we're dying in the process, unfortunately. And looks like Mercy gets the res off. Very good job by the Mercy. Now we're going to regroup eventually. Our Bastion dies again. But our team will have to switch off Bastion to see any progress. Our Bastion has done very little so far. We'll have to at least get on point. We have to make it to point, and then we'll be all good. But it's tough for our team to do so. It seems like this team is a little bit more rigid. D.Va's dead. D.Va's dead very instantly. Their Bastion gets a couple picks. We're still getting picks here. Oh, their Bastion killed himself. If you look at the kill feed. Oh, he's back. He accidentally seemed to have shot himself or something. But their Bastion's rezzed and set back up. We do have a Baptiste ultimate, as you can see. They did get the Bastion. Cool. So we might actually get this point. A lot of things happening. Kind of out of nowhere. So, if you look at your top left and top right again, you can see that our Nashville Nomads are very close to their ultimates at 70% or just having their ultimate up. If you look at the Wake Forest Warriors, you see that it's fairly even right now in terms of who has ultimates and like how many number of players have ultimates. Of course, we have more impactful ultimates coming up. Their Mercy ultimate's not very big, and I would say Moira ultimate isn't necessarily very good. But their D.Va ultimate's coming out. Very good shield. Unfortunately, shield didn't stop that. Now, I would say at this point, with the Bastion getting killed so many times, Bastion's not going to have time to even get set up on point. Even though Bastion's very close to his ultimate. He might just have to switch over to a Echo. Ooh, we're getting picks here. Ooh, it was a 1-for-1, but now it is uneven yet again. Now, you can see how hard it is for our team to just break through here. Bastion is getting ready to set up yet again. We're going to have to touch point eventually too here. But it is very close, so they don't have to do much. Bastion is shooting. Bastion dies. So yeah, that's one thing I said where you have to get set up and use Bastion effectively. Big shatter though. That was a huge shatter by Reinhardt, which I missed, but bigger ultimate by their Reaper. And unfortunately, even though we touched, we go into overtime. And unfortunately, they stopped us very short. Now, our team is so it seems like we're just very rigid in where we're running this. In terms of essentially making sure we know when to switch off and when to stop playing Bastion. But both teams are going to be setting up their heroes yet again. So it looks like we're going to be on defense. We might run Bastion again. One thing I would advise, one of the main reasons why Hanover lost that first point so dang fast is because he was set up right over here where I'm hovering right now. Problem with that is his entire team was not with him, so he dies very instantly. And Bastion is a character which is not only very good for new players to play, but also kind of shows the teamwork that's needed in Overwatch, right? Because a lot of other characters such as Genji can kind of just go off by himself and kill people. But killing people doesn't necessarily matter if they're not killing killing impactful people. But it looks like we're gonna get set up in a more safer spot. Maybe. Where's our Bastion? Oh, well, never mind. Our Bastion is also getting set up in that little corner over there. Maybe? I don't know where he's gonna get set up, but his team is gonna be with him this time, so. They seem to not really know where to set up, but they're gonna have to know where to set up soon. So Bastion's gonna set up at the top, it looks like. So let's go over to Bastion point of view. Let's go to Reaper actually. Reaper. Ooh, our Reaper just dies very quickly. Our Bastion's sitting up top, taking some damage, but mostly just firing away, doing his own thing. Their Bastion has to get set up. Their Bastion doesn't have a shield yet, and our shield is out, but ooh, a lot of damage being dealt here, but our Bastion does not have a shield right now. Our Bastion dies because of it. So make sure we always have a shield on our Bastion. Fortunately, that was very tough. But it still is a fight that can definitely be won right now. They get a pick, we get a pick. It is very even right now. As long as we can clear off their Bastion eventually. Now, their Reaper is on our healer, who seems to just have... Ooh, could not get away, could not get away. If we go over to our Reaper point of view, I would definitely recommend him going back on Echo. His Echo is very good, Jack's Echo. But it looks like he's staying on Reaper. That is tough. That is tough. But we are stalling. Our ball did a very good job of stalling right now. We are going to make... It looks like we're poised to make another hold here, and we have to hold here. It's going to be much harder to hold the second point. Unless we do what the Hanover Horde did. Which seemed to be a freak of nature, but let's see. We are making it back. We are getting picks. Very good pick on that Bastion there. That was needed. Our Bastion set up right over there, and he just fired down upon that Bastion. Now this is a really good spot to hold right here. This is a position that is very holdable because your spawn is just as close as their spawn. This is like the middle point where this is where you want to generally hold. This is where you want the cart to be as a defender. Looks like Reinhardt got a pick on their Mercy, which is really big. Reinhardt's getting healed up. Big shatter on the Bastion. Bastion will... Ooh, does not kill the Bastion, unfortunately, because his team was not with him. Looks like... Ooh, Orisa going for another pick on the Hanover Horde side. Nashville Nomads, we're going to see some damage being dealt out by their Moira. If he just heard that, we heard our Bastion ultimate happening, or their Bastion ultimate happening. And looks like they might actually capture point, but we are going to contest point. There's going to be another fight right here. The Devo coming up. We're going to have to block against it. Really good job by our Reinhardt Grant blocking that. Ooh, and we're going to be having to just stall because our entire team is dead right now. So it's going to be just a point of who stalls the most. Ball could not stall for very long. Ball is a character that is fairly good at stalling. Now, Hanover Horde have captured it, but with not as much time remaining as we had, but we're going to have to use our Reaper ult, which is up. It looks like Reaper is getting ready, so let's go into his point of view. Let's see what happens. Reaper does have ultimate, but I don't think he's going to use it. Nice. So he has some good restraint there. The entire team is still... Ooh. Good Reaper ult. 2 picks right there, if you can get him. 2. That was very good. But the enemy team seems to be still pushing payload. The Bastion is on the payload now, and we're going to have to contest that. Our ball is going to have to touch, and our team is going to have to get here eventually. Ooh, our Baptiste dies. Looks like the ball is the only one on point. Ball seems to be hiding. They can't seem to be killing our ball. Ooh, good job by Andrea, stalling as long as she can. Can we touch point? Nice. Bastion kills the enemy Bastion, but the enemy Reaper kills our Bastion, but it might... Ooh, it might be enough. They rest their Bastion. If we go into their point of view, our Reinhardt is dead. Ooh, unfortunate. Seems to be that they will take this map very cleanly. Very good job by both teams there. Good coordination. Both teams had glimpses of really good play, which you can see where some of these players might actually beat or make varsity. Very good glimpses of good plays. So we're going to watch our Reaper play the game. Or their Reaper play the game. Oh yeah, this is This is definitely a very good play. You can see that our team just doesn't react to it fast enough. And they get that. But very good job by both teams. Very well played. And it looks like this entire tournament is going to just be about who runs their bastion better. Whoever runs their bunker better will win the game. It looks like they did.
Okay, so Coach Aaron is in there giving him some last-second tips to see if they can pull this out. It's the best of 5 series, so first 1 to 3 wins. Both teams are playing very well. For a consolation game, I can only imagine the championship game, the kind of heated match they're having between the Warriors and the Whales. This league started with 4 teams. We are the Nashville Nomads. We're playing against the Hanover Horde. They're just outside of Pittsburgh, I believe. Wake Forest Warriors and the Monterey Bay Whales. So we have spanned the country in this first ever esports league for kids ages 9 to 13. So we are also going to be having our tryouts for the fall league. That'll be coming up soon. Let's run a commercial now and we'll show you what, actually we'll just go to the screen. This is August 29th, 3:30 p.m. We're going to have tryouts for the team. We may have a lot of holdovers. Seems like these guys really enjoy this, so there may not be many spots on the team, and we may actually open up a second team. So Franklin here at Code Ninjas could have 2 separate teams playing this coming fall. We're looking at bringing in Fortnite into this league as well. Right now it's Overwatch. Fortnite is on the horizon, and on the other side of 2021, we're looking at either Rocket League or Valorant. So those are possibilities, and if you are an esports enthusiast, we would encourage you to come out and try out for the team, because we will be looking for gamers, like I said, boys and girls, all skill levels between the ages of 8 and 14. I think I said 9 and 13. Again, that's my age showing. The general manager is always the last to know. So we're going to play a commercial for our tryouts, and then we'll follow that up with a couple of other spots, and then we'll see you in just a few minutes.
Overwatch Esports League.
We are holding tryouts on August 29th at 3:30 p.m. for the fall season starting in September. Start your journey today to becoming a competitive gamer.
If you're interested in joining our fun, competitive esports team, we'll see you in the dojo.
The Nashville Nomads.
Game over.
All right, so let me get another drink of that water. So, as we go into Hollywood, they are on game point right now. Nashville Nomads versus the Hanover Horde, and it looks like we are going to go to Hollywood here, which is a very good map. So I went in there, just talked to our JV, even though we have one of our varsity in there, explained to them what was going on, and I mean, honestly, they played very well. So for, even though like these games are, you know, it looks like it's 2-1 right now, all these maps are extremely close. So this is definitely a show that these two teams are putting on for us. Definitely exciting and fun to watch. So proud of both teams. Proud of both teams for working up to this point, because I know for a fact that Hanover Horde or Nashville Nomads week 1 would not have played like this. They would definitely not have played like this. These teams have made big improvements. They definitely improved in terms of teamwork, in terms of, you know, just gameplay, mechanics. So really good job by both teams. Just giving it their all. So very impressive. Very proud of them. And it looks like we're going to be running Echo Junkrat. So we are going to be defending first, the Nashville Nomads, and the Horde are going to be attacking first. Now, the reason why we're running this is because it's very bad to run Bastion on attack. Looks like Nashville Nomads 6 is, Alan is advertising his YouTube channel. I mean, you know, throwing that plug in there. Very, very impressive by Alan. Very good job. I guess you can subscribe to Alan's channel. I create, you play, or you PSLY. Putting this plug in there, but essentially we're not going to be able to kill. Bastion is going to be very bad on this first point because this is a hybrid map, so they have to capture this point and then they have to escort it. So on the first part of the map, Bastion is not very good. It's not really just great on this map, period. So, ooh, looks like we already got picked initially. It's gonna be a tough one, but we rezzed them, and then, ooh, this is not looking good for the Nashville Nomads. Although it doesn't look like Hanover Horde is pushing on payload yet, or on the point yet. But unfortunately, our Reinhardt was just playing. Looks like our Reinhardt could have played a little bit more aggressive there. But there's a lot of teamwork issues, it looks like, or some communication issues, where they actually do get on point. But running Bastion on defense here is not a great idea. It's very weak. Especially once they capture this first point. Once they capture this first point, it is extremely hard to get a stable place to get set up on. Because if the enemy team consistently pushes the payload through, it's very hard for our team to find a way and find a place for them to just, you know, park it and make sure we set up. Because with this composition, we're running a bunker composition. So to set up a bunker, it takes a while. It takes a while to get that all set up. Because we have varsity players coming into the dojo. Ooh, looks like ball is very good diversion by the ball. Looks like Grant's on point. Our Reinhardt swinging. Ooh, does not seem to be enough to take down the Reinhardt. Now it is a 5 versus 6 right now. 4 versus 6. But the Bastion ulting. We do have ultimates of our own on our JV squad, but it looks like we're going to refrain from using those ultimates because it looks like that fight is already lost. So good job by the Nashville Nomads not using all of their ultimates when the fight is already lost. So very proud of them for doing that. And it looks like Reinhardt is going to back up. So yeah, pretty normal stuff here. Baptiste dies. We're going to have to find a way to regroup. The Hanover Horde is making it very hard for us. Very big slip. Our Echo actually just swapped over to D.Va. We're going to watch them real quick here if I can find it. But D.Va actually dies. But essentially, ooh, kills the D.Va before she can remech. But we do kill their Bastion. So if we go over to his point of view, they res the Bastion back up. We're still getting picks here. Now that Bastion is getting low, but ooh, it's close. It's going to be a close one. Ooh, but big shatter, huge, gigantic shatter. Really good job by our Reinhardt. Our Reinhardt dies for it, but we do kill their Bastion. And as we talked about this before, our spawn is right here, so we do have the spawn advantage right now. Both our team seems to be able to just spawn and walk right on point. So really good job by the Nashville Nomads doing that. It's going to be a messy fight, but it looks like we're going to clear up eventually. Nashville Nomad, we're going to watch Andrea for a little bit here. Andrea's point of view, her entire goal in this entire game is just going to be to disrupt the enemy team. She's going to be playing ball, a character that usually is running dive compositions, but a very good character. Ooh, my Reaper Ultimates gets 2 picks, but dies, which is actually not worth. Even though he gets 2 and still dies, it's a 2-for-1. Our spawn is right there, so we're not going to feel it very much compared to the enemy team. The spawn is on the other side. So, really good job by the Nashville Nomads JV holding on this long. As we get more of our varsity in here. Oh, just started raining very heavily outside in Nashville. Or in Franklin. Looks like we're going to start using ultimates from the Nashville side. Or, yeah, both Moras use their ultimates. Ooh, already a pick. Looks like Andrea is going to big shatter yet again by our Reinhardt. Grant's definitely improved here. Grant is doing a much better job of ulting. He's doing a very good job. Very proud of Grant. Very proud of the entire team, honestly, just coming together. Unfortunately, we do lose that fight. Even though Grant did try his hardest, and big as that shatter was, our entire team was dead, so you can get all 6 of their members in that shatter. Still would not have spoiled us that fight. But we do have one more chance to hold it here. Now, let's switch over to our Echo perspective. Oh! Before I said that, huge Junkrat ultimate. Absolutely massive. Getting nearly all of them, so very good job. And Connor is one of our best Junkrats on our JV squad, which is why he's actually playing Junkrat. He's doing a very good job of it. And as I explained before, Junkrat is not a character that you would generally see in our varsity, at least not by our varsity, and not really in any other. If you ever watch professional Overwatch, you never really see Junkrat. It's because that character is just hard to provide value with the higher levels you go to. But in junior varsity, these kids are newer to the game, so it's much easier to provide value with an easier character. Junkrat's very easy, but just not as strong. But we're getting picks here. Good job by Alan, healing up our entire team. Looks like, yeah, I mean, that was actually that was a clear by the Hanover Horde. They just used all of their ultimates, and looks like we're gonna use our ultimates here. Our ball, very good job of stalling this out. Only 47 seconds left on the clock for the Hanover Horde to push this. They are slowly pushing it, but our ball will be able to touch one more time. We get a pick on their Orisa from our Echo. Our Echo is extremely low, but she does get healed up. Very good job by our Echo. Ooh, it's going to be a close one. It does look like they use ultimates, and we're not touching point right now. So they will actually capture the point fairly easily. Fairly easily here. And looks like our Reinhardt is going to die now. Okay, cool. So, yeah, that was tough. It was definitely a... Let's go over to a player that I haven't watched yet. Let's watch Mercy. Mercy is having a hard time going under there. She makes it eventually. But we're going to have to regroup. There is no way we're going to be able to push or even stop them right now. But we do have ultimates coming up. We have another big Junkrat tire. That's a res on the Junkrat. I don't know how good that was. Because even if that res happened, their entire team is right over here. I don't think he would have done much. But really good job by Grant. Yet again, picking off their Bastion. So, doing a very good job. Very good job. Looks like Echo is flying all over the place. Let's watch Echo. Echo has her ultimate up, which is going to be, I think Jack's playing Echo, and goes over to Diva again. Now, if Jack can charge up Diva's ultimate, Jack can go for a really big Diva ultimate play. But it looks like they kill him before he can use it. But you can see Grant on the point again. If Grant can receive the proper amount of protection, he could actually... Ooh, Grant dies, but looks like we're going for that Bastion. Very good job by our Echo. Close? Bastion is very low. Ooh, unfortunate. So now they have 30 seconds left on this clock. We're gonna have to touch point eventually. Oh, really good tire by our Junkrat. We do get one pick on the Reaper. Bastion unfortunately does not die. Big shatter, but I think that shatter was actually blocked. But we're gonna have to touch point. We're gonna have to touch point here. Moira is going to contest. Ooh, they're all on point, so you don't see any of them dying. We do get into overtime, which is huge. So that was actually a really good job by our team. Now, if we can stop them here, we use our ultimates. We already got a pick here. Our spawn is right over here, so we can stall it for as long as possible. And we actually seem to be able to have actually stalled it out. So really good job by the Nashville Nomads here. And it looks like we're going to swap over to Alan's perspective. Really good job by Alan here. Baptiste playing really well, using his ultimates way more this game. And stalling it out, so really good job. So now, we do not have to go into extra rounds. We just have to get the point essentially to the payload, to the ending. But if we can do that, we will win this round. And we will tie up the series yet again and make the series poised to go into the final game. So let's see if the Nashville Nomads can make that happen. So this is game point for the Horde. If they win this round, they win this game. So they will be third place and we will be fourth. Looks like they are going to show our Nashville Nomads are going to be running the same composition they ran last time. I would actually prefer to see a Sigma here, to be honest, instead of a ball from Andrea. But that's all up to whoever's in there calling it out. But essentially, ball is really good, but I do not think she could get the same value out of ball just in this specific map. But looks like our team's goal will be to try and dive in on them because we're pretty, I think we already know that they're going to be running a Bastion no matter what. So our goal would be to dive in on that Bastion, kill that Bastion without losing too many of our members. And once that happens, we'll win the round. If Bastion ever dies, it makes it much easier to get that point because the enemy team is putting a lot of resources on that Bastion. So when you lose the person you're putting those resources on, you essentially don't have anyone else to put those resources on, and you will essentially fall apart very quickly. Ooh, looks like there's a res that happened. Very good res. Looks like our Echo. Good job by Andrea there. Really good. Here, let me hop over to Andrea's point of view. Really good job knocking them all off. So they're not on high ground anymore, which is really good because high ground is very important in Overwatch. Ooh, the Horde are getting some picks already. Ooh, Andrea falls. It looks like they do manage to hold it for this time. So let's regroup. Ooh, I would not have advised that. I think the best thing there to do would have been just to run backwards, sort of stalling it out. Because what happens is, when everyone dies at separate times, to regroup, it takes a lot longer. So it did actually take a lot longer to regroup there. Because of how fast, or how late he died. It's much better to all die together if you're going to die. Really good job by Andrea. Let's watch our Echo again. That's not our Echo. Ooh, looks like we are getting a res on the Junkrat. Let's see if the Junkrat can do anything. But it's going to be a tough fight to win because Junkrat does not have any protection. Big pick by there on Grant. Let's see what's happening over here. Looks like our team is going behind them and trying to kill that Bastion first. Oh, they res them, but it looks like Diva's going to die immediately, and the Mercy might also die if we can kill him. Mercy was extremely low there, but we just don't have enough of our team members here to be able to continually contest this point. But we do have spawn advantage here. Our spawn is much closer to us than it is to them, so good job by Andrea. Maybe we can kill them. Ooh, really good job by Andrea. Andrea does kill one of them with her ultimate, so huge. 2 picks. This should be it. This should be the point, just because of that. Really good job by Andrea. Really good ult usage there. Very good play by her. Looks like enemy team is still going to try and contest it, but it doesn't seem like they will be successful. Looks like their Mercy is the only one that's really here to contest it. So I'm going to pull us out. We're going to just watch them count this point. Oh, Reaper ult happens. Oh, Reaper ult. Reaper dies. And we're going to have to clear them off point. And it seems like they're very resilient here. And they might actually recap it. Oh, we get the res out, though. We get the res out, and Mercy survives. So, as you can see, Nashville Nomads are coming in. This is going to be another fight. if you look over here, we're gonna be the team in blue. A ultimate happening. That was actually a really good ultimate, and we killed their Bastion yet again. We have about a minute left on the clock. We have to capture this point in that minute. And you can see there's a lot of things happening. There's an ultimate going off. Really good job. The ultimate didn't really do much other than just pull them off point for a little bit. But that's all we needed. So they're just trying to stall this as long as possible at this point. There's no way they're going to be able to capture it now. Hanover Horde is going to spawn all the way back there. So that buys the Nashville Nomads some breathing room to be able to reset up on point, catch their breath a little bit, and make sure they just push that payload through. So it doesn't look like they'll be able to hold it immediately over here, just because they're not alive. They had to walk all the way back from spawn. So now we're now running Bastion again. So we're running Bastion here, so we're gonna protect the Bastion. So it's not bearable. It's a bunker composition, but they do dive the Bastion very well. Our Bastion dies nearly instantly. It's a 1-for-1 right now, but our team is dropping down, trying to get on point, trying to kill them. Good res by the Mercy. Mercy gets the res off, but all while that's happening, their Bastion's just dealing damage. We're gonna have to kill that Bastion somehow. Our Bastion's getting cornered. And it looks like we're able to actually reset up, but immediately die because we do not have a shield on that Bastion. And it looks like we might just have to pull out and regroup. That's probably the best idea here. To continue fighting here would essentially just mean immediate death. And that's what's happening right now, immediate death. Andrea's going in for a flank. It doesn't look like she's going to engage. I hope she doesn't. She goes in. She's going to get out. Nice. So, yeah, that's what Ball does. Ball will go into them. Really good ultimate by Andrea here. She can get a pick here. She can recreate what happened last time. But it doesn't look like they're going to walk into the mines this time as they did last time. Looks like Andrea's going in for another slam. Ooh, there is a D.Va here. But Andrea can actually kill her. If you look at it. D.Va goes for an ultimate. You're going to have to hide from it. Ooh, it only kills one. It only kills really good ultimate by, or really good shield by our Baptiste here. Or Immortality by our Baptiste here. Ooh, but they're picking up too many of our teammates. Good job by Andrea buying some space, but unfortunately I don't think we'll be able to push through. We're going to have to back up here. If Andrea dies, it's going to be very tough for us to come back. So, there's about a minute left for our team. Our team is going to have to come together. It's going to be, we have ultimates coming up. They have their Reaper ultimate. It's going to be scary. Our Bastion has his ultimate, so it's going to be a little better. Our Bastion is ultimating here. It's going to our Bastion's point of view. He's using his ultimate. If we kill their Bastion, nice pick by the Bastion, but their Reaper also ulted, so it is actually a fair fight here. If we can do, but our DPS are dead. Unfortunately, when our damage is dead, you can have as many tanks and healers as you want, but you will not do damage. And that's what happens here. But we do have one more hold here, and this is right next to our spawn, so we could actually just push through. Good pick, good pick. So their healer is dead. They're going to get much less healing now. Reaper is in the corner. Our Bastion's just mowing them down. As long as we can kill that Reaper, good job. We're reset back up. And it looks like as long as we can keep that Bastion alive. Ooh, we could not. Oh, and Mercy is also dead. Their Bastion is up. Nice, nice pin. Their Bastion just dies to our Reinhardt. If you saw what happened, he just charged right in and killed that Bastion. So very good job by our Reinhardt doing that. We're going to go into, let's go into our Reinhardt's point of view yet again. Nice. So we'll all have to stay on payload. So yeah, it's in overtime. So we're going to have to just stay and touch on payload. Good job. We have Shatter now. Really good Shatter. Huge Shatter. But unfortunately, our team is dead right now. If you look at the kill feed, you see our entire team just being dead. Just protecting our Bastion. That's just going to be the name of the game. Ooh. Oh! He actually hits that. Nice. Good job, Grant. You can see Grant improving every single time. So very, very good job by Grant. And it's going to go down. Nice. Good job. Now, our Bastion's going to have to stay alive, and our Bastion does. We actually get the point. So good job by the Nashville Nomads. And you can hear our varsity cheering our junior varsity on. So very good job by our junior varsity Nashville Nomads to keep the round going. So now they have about, I would say, two or three fights. And it's going to be very tough for the Nashville Nomads to be able to get back on point once they lose a fight. So once they lose a fight, they should actually switch off Bastion and switch into another player, another character. But we're using our ultimates. We're doing a really good job. It's very hard for them to break this right now. And so as we approach, it looks like we're just shredding them. Our Bastion is just shredding them. It is very brutal here. They're gonna have to get set up, and I don't even think they're gonna be able to touch. Really good job. You can hear screaming in the dojo. So really good job by the Nashville Nomads getting that win right there. So now we do tie up the series. It is 2-2 right now. Game point. It's a series. This was a whole series. So good job by the Nomads.
Epic.
Ah, impressive, if I do say so myself.
Welcome. Initiating launch. Ready for battle. Attackers incoming in 30 seconds. Five, four, three, two. Welcome. Welcome.
We are holding tryouts on August 29th at 3:30 p.m. for the fall season starting in September. Start your journey today to becoming a competitive gamer.
If you're interested in joining our fun, competitive esports team, we'll see you in the dojo.
Nashville Nomads.
Alrighty. Andrea, congratulations on finishing your white belt. Without further ado, please go ahead. Make it look easy. Good job. Alrighty, so take your name, move it on up.
Now you can move it on up.
Yeah, there you go. Very nice.
Okay, go.
All right, so back to the game. Noah, would you want to go over there and help him out?
on here real quick?
Our varsity is headed back in the dojo to assist the junior varsity and playing the game. They're in, just coaching him, helping him out, doing my job. You guys can stay out here or over there. I don't really care. But as we're about to start our game, we are getting ready. We are going to last round, so it's going to be a close one. It has definitely been a series so far. It's been they win one, we win one, they win one, we win one. It's literally been in that order, so very good job by both teams, showing a lot of good improvement. 4 minutes? 2-2. It is 2-2, yeah.
Winner just wins it all.
So, yeah, it is 2-2 right now. Whoever wins this will be third place. We'll have won today's round. But before we just hop into the game and start getting ready, like, both teams are extremely doing well. And you can see the improvement that they've made so far this season. You can see Grant playing a lot better than he did a couple of weeks ago. You can see Andrea playing a lot better than she did a couple of weeks ago. You can see our DPS playing a lot better. You can see our healers playing a lot better. And I'm pretty sure that's true for the Hanover Horde also. To where if we played our past selves, we would probably just wreck them, right? Like, both teams have made a lot of good improvements. So proud of both teams, proud of both teams' players to be actually improving and, dedicate themselves to a sport, because a lot of these kids have never played a sport before, never been on a team. So it's been a journey, learning teamwork, learning how to communicate, and learning how to well work with others, while also learning the game and getting better at the game. So it's probably been very informational, very good for these kids to learn that. So very proud of them for doing that. So now it is, so the results are 2-2 right now. So Nashville Nomads just won the last match, tying up the series. Game point for both teams. And we do not play with tennis rules where if it's tied up, you have to, play. You have to win by point margin of 2, I think. It's not happening here, where this is going to be the last game. And it's going to be Eichenwald. This is a map that is also a hybrid map. So just like last time, teams will have to, the attacking team, which I think is Nashville Nomads here, will have to make themselves go through here, go through over here, go through here, go through here, and get over here eventually. And they're going to have to capture this. And then they start moving the payload once they capture it. So it is a hybrid where it mixes up a control point and mixes it with a escort. So both teams picking their heroes here. It looks like Hanover Horde is running what they've always ran, and it looks like both teams are running what they've always ran with an Echo Junkrat, and it seemed to have worked well last time, so I don't think they would change it up this time. So the first challenge for our Nashville Nomads is going to be to make sure that they're able to actually go through here and actually able to get on point and able to kill kill Bastion first. Maybe our Junkrat will do that, but yeah, kill Bastion first. If the Bastion dies, their enemy team's entire composition is done. That is what their composition is built on, which makes it a very rigid composition to run. But it is very effective, which is why this game has gone over to. We've done it and they've done it, so it's a very effective team composition. Looks like our team is getting ready to push in. Let's go into our point of view of our Echo. Echo's going to be flying around. Echo's main goal is going to be to kill that Bastion. Bastion is already low. Ooh, but unfortunately Echo gets him low and Junkrat finishes the job, but it looks like we do have 2 down. It is an even fight right now, actually. So let's go over to our... Oh, their Bastion just got res. So resurrected by the Mercy. Mercy has an ability where you can resurrect an ally. Their Bastion starts to do damage now. We have to kill that Bastion one more time. Looks like our Junkrat has his crosshairs on him. So really good job by our Junkrat. And the only person alive now is going to be the D.Va and the Mercy. So good job killing the Mercy first. They're trying to kill the Mercy first. Our team just has to clear him off. Once we clear him off, we will have the points. So it's just a Moira. It is just a Moira. Moira is somewhere. But really good job by our team. Our JV team actually capturing this point. Now it looks like they're trying to hold it one more time. But it does not look like they're going to be able to... Yeah, I mean, the Wake Forest Warriors do actually clear us off here. So this is a bit of deja vu here for the Nashville Nomads, to where the Nashville Nomads this happened to them a couple of games ago where they capture the point very fast, but now they can't push it through. They're gonna have to regroup. They're gonna have to show that they've improved throughout the matches here. So they already have a pick here. The ball is on point, rolling around. Andrea, really good job. Andrea already got a pick. This is a fair fight now. This is a very even fight. Ooh, another pick. Good job by our Mercy actually getting that pick. Our Mercy's damaging. So, interesting. Oh, it's actually their Mercy. No, it's our Mercy. Okay, never mind. I'm very confused. But it's working. It's doing it. They're doing their job. So, really good job by our Nashville Nomads pulling through here. Let's go over to a player's perspective. Watching our Junkrat. Really good job by our Junkrat. So, that's one of the combos you can actually do on Junkrat, where you walk up to them and you do one full body shot, and then you do when you use your secondary ability, which will essentially just kill them immediately there. It's very tough to pull off. You have to be in close range with them, but it's a very good combo. Wow, really good job by Nashville Nomads actually capturing the point and actually able to push it. So you can see improvement, not only like between, like complete matches, but even within the series, where they're learning from their past mistakes. They're not letting them take them over yet one more time. So we can see that Nashville Nomads are doing very good. So we're watching our Junkrat right now. Ooh, looks like the Wake Forest Warriors do actually manage to clear us out here. And our Reinhardt also dies in the process. But Hanover Horde did waste an ultimate. I would not say that was a good use of an ultimate by their D.Va there. But as we have to get regrouped, they killed our Bastion one more time. Now it's going to be tough. This is going to be really tough for us to push through if our Bastion just dies immediately. So we're going to have to regroup, wait for the team. So really good patience on the Nashville Nomads, waiting for the rest of our team to come up and then get ready and push through. Almost like a football play, where they're setting up for a play and they have to get this. They have to actually use it. It's a really good ultimate by Andrea, killing the Bastion, getting him really low. The Mercy was trying to res it. So good job by the Nashville Nomads, learning from their mistakes, being able to group up and not get pressured off point. Now we do have a Bastion. Our Bastion's gonna probably get set back up on point. Oh, a Reaper ult happening. I don't think it's gonna do much. It got our Mercy. Got 2. Never mind. I should hold my words. We did get the Reaper eventually. It is an even fight right now. Ooh, our Bastion's dead. We're gonna have to pull back here. The Reaper ult was actually huge. It seems as though he got through our shield. And it looks like Reinhardt is also going to die. So we're gonna have to push a little bit more. Really good job by our Nashville Nomads, actually holding through and pulling through. So very proud of them. Very proud of them for doing that. So Nashville Nomads, 1 minute and 50 on the clock. They're gonna have to push the payload. Oh, their Junkrat, or our Junkrat, huge Junkrat tire. I need to capture these Junkrat tires. I'm very bad at moving the camera around. But really good job by our Nashville Nomads. Connor has been coming up huge. These clutch plays by Connor. This is probably his fourth tire that happened this series, where it's a huge tire and actually, helps us continue. Now we have a very easy job being able to just walk that payload through. They're not going to be able to contest it. We get the second point. Now we get our eyes set and ready to push this payload through this little alley all the way to the end. Now their Bastion setup dies immediately before getting, actually they got 2 picks before them, but our Bastion's still alive and well. Their Reaper seems to be behind. Our Bastion ultimates. Can our Bastion survive? Let's see how big of an ultimate this is. Reaper is dead. Orisa, oh, our Bastion is extremely low though if you look at his health, but he's getting healed up by our Baptiste, by Alan playing Baptiste. Now Alan's healing up our Bastion, our Bastion, to a point where, oh, they're gonna ultimate, but they don't really get it. They get a Mercy, but most of our team is still alive, so good job by our team. Oh, looks like Reinhardt might die here, unfortunate. Ooh. It's going to be tough. Looks like our team is calling for backing up and regrouping. Good job by our varsity being able to tell our JV and helping out our JV. And oh man, our JV is looking strong right now. Really good ultimate again by Andrea. Andrea has some pretty big ultimates here too. Where some really good teamwork. Some teamwork that we haven't seen yet in this season coming out in the last game. So where it matters. So very good job by our varsity or by our JV. To be able to do this. Big tire yet again. Oh my gosh, Connor getting 2 picks there. Now that wasn't huge, but it was, good enough. And that's usually the ultimates that you see. Those are normal ultimates. So the amount of big ultimates that you can see Junkrat landing is pretty insane. Reaper does have ultimate. And Reaper does ultimate. Ooh, but taking out our Mercy, but not taking out our Bastion. So we do need to shield that Bastion. Our Bastion does die. Unfortunately, that's one thing where we could probably improve on, where we can shield our Bastion more. Our Bastion was staying unprotected here. We could use a little bit more coordination there. Ooh, looks like Diva is very low. Our team is going to be pushing without anyone really here yet. We're regrouping. We're getting close. But it looks like they're going to clear us out. We're going to switch over to our Bastion's perspective. But our Bastion should not be here, I wouldn't say. Our Bastion does try to get set up. Maybe he can make a big play. He does ultimate, but he is all by himself. His team is not here. Yeah, our Bastion should just not have done that. That was actually just a very odd play, but we can still make it. It has 20 seconds on the go. Big shatter. Getting a couple picks. Getting 1 pick, actually. Mercy might die here, too. Mercy does res. It is an even fight. Ooh, the team has to touch. National Nomads will have to touch the point. They have 8 seconds to do so. 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, really good touch there. National Nomad 1 came up clutch. Switch over to Tracer. Touch point. Really good job. That's one thing I really want to see more often. Our ball is also on point. Now we've seen players clutch this out where we are all on point again. Now we're dying very quickly. We get the Bastion pick. That's huge. Once Bastion is dead, it's very easy to be able to push point. Ooh, but we're gonna have to touch point. Oh no. Well, it was a really good job by our JV here. We pushed it fairly far. Now, for us to win today's game, or to win this round and the game, they're going to have to push it to a little bit more than the distance that we pushed it to. About right over here. This is where the payload will have to, their payload will have to reach. Now, if we defend better than they did, then we'll actually win today's round. So let's see what the Nashville Nomads have in plan for us on defense, and what the Hanover Horde has on attack. Because their attack has definitely been their weakest point, while their defense is very strong. Because they've practiced a lot of games on that Junkrat, on that Bastion already, where they're running a very good Bastion composition. And we are much less experienced in our Bastion composition, while we're much stronger in our Echo Junkrat composition. So it seems like we're just going to continue running Echo Junkrat. Both players are really good at those heroes. You've seen both players come up huge on those heroes. So I do not have a problem with them playing it, as long as they do manage to defend and do well. So Nashville Nomads on defense here. Let us watch the Nashville Nomads decide to do.
2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Now looks like Andrea is scouting out the enemy team, telling the team where the enemy team is going. That is one thing that Ball can do really well, where Ball can scout out the enemy team very well. Now, Andrea's doing all of this and disrupting the enemy team while still not dying. So that is essentially the goal. Junkrat is also parked up behind the enemy team, getting some really good grenades off. Their Bastion is dead. Good job by the junior varsity. Ooh, but the enemy team, the Hanover Horde, seems to be making some strides of progress. They're on point right now. Let's watch the point. The Reaper is very low on point, or is half health on point. Ooh, but unfortunately, Reaper does not manage to survive this. Or Reaper does manage to survive this. We've not killed the Reaper. Looks like they might actually get point, unless we can actually contest with their entire team. Looks like our tanks are here and our Junkrat, but we do not have healers. And the enemy team does, so it seems like this might... I think they're just going to get cleared out very quickly here. It's going to be a tough fight for the National Nomads to win. So Hanover Horde did attack that a lot faster than us, but that's fine. That is all good. We have 5 minutes. We can defend them here. We've done it before. We can do it again. So looks like our Baptiste is in a little bit of trouble. Actually, no, he's just chilling over there. He's fine. It's going to be Alan. Let's switch over to Alan's point of view. See what Alan does here. Good job by Alan, positioning very well. Very good positioning, holding high ground, but it seems like, ooh, we get their Bastion, but their Bastion gets rezzed immediately after. But we know their resurrection is now down. Looks like they're getting ready to drop in on them. So this is actually a very powerful way to defend here, because if we go over here, well, it would have been a good place to hold if we can drop in on them. But if we drop right in on top of them, the Bastion loses its ineffectivity. Because Bastion is really good at long to mid range, but not very good in short range. So we do get the res off. We do get the Andrea's ultimate off. Andrea's ultimate is doing a lot of work, but it does not seem to be enough. Unfortunately, our Reinhardt dies. We are not... Our Bastion... That Bastion got extremely low. Bastion's ulting now. Ooh, but it looks like Bastion's gonna get 2 kills over there and continue pushing the payload. Now we're gonna have about 1 more hold here. We're gonna get, as long as we don't get staggered, so as long as we don't get picked off with the enemy team, and when we're not grouped up. So let's make sure we're all grouped up, and if we push in together, we will be able to hold them here. And this is a really good place to hold. If we can touch point, let us. Ooh, this is tough. And unfortunately, it looks like they're going to capture that point. Big, that was 2 picks, but it doesn't, it's too little too late for that point to be able to get. But that was still a really good tire. Big shatter coming out. Again, these ultimates being used here might not be the most effective just because of the fact that the enemy team's spawn is right over there, so they don't have to do much to get over here. So enemy team will have to get over here. This is where the payload will have to move to be able to win them the game. Oh, big ultimate by our Echo. So our Echo just transformed into a Diva and used the Diva ultimate. So good job by our Echo doing that. Reaper uses his ultimate. Reaper dies. We managed to actually hold it here, it looks like. Their Bastion has to get on point to be effective right now. And we kill the Bastion. Good job. So this is going to be tough for the Hanover Horde. Just like we had issues with this. Hanover Horde are probably going to also have issues with this. Oh, they actually res the Bastion, so they don't have to worry about it that much. But Bastion's going to have to get on payload and start bunkering up. So they got a couple picks here. We're going to have to regroup. We're going to have to bide our time here and make sure the entire, as much of the team can possibly be here, can be here. Andrea's doing a great job stalling. Andrea uses her ultimate. Maybe getting a couple picks, doing a lot of damage though. Good job by the Nashville JV, biding their time, being patient. Nice, Bastion is dead. Looks like that was a really nice tire by our Junkrat, which is Connor. And it looks like we're gonna get, nice, good job by the Nashville Nomads. They managed to hold this point with 3 minutes left on the clock. Ooh, they tried to res the Reinhardt. Reinhardt does get res, but Mercy pays for it with her life. Unfortunate. But no matter, our spawn is right over here. Now we have the spawn advantage. So if you notice in Overwatch, it's an evolving game. So there's never an advantage that the enemy team has for too long. Spawn advantages change. The scenario changes depending on what you're looking at. And it looks like 2 picks by our Connor. Insane. Really good job, Connor. Connor gets 2 picks. That's 3 picks over here. 4 picks. And seems that we win today. We win this fight. Really good job. So, with using minimal ultimates here, we used about, I would say, I think 2 ultimates there. We did a really good job. If you look at the Hanover Horde, they're having 2, 3 ultimates coming up soon. They're having their Reaper ult coming up soon. Now that Reaper ult, that's an ultimate that we have to just watch, because that Reaper ult has been huge before. But other than that, really good job by the Nashville Nomads Junior Varsity. I'm gonna watch this Junkrat here. Junkrat, nice, good job, Connor. Connor's going behind them and just wrecking havoc. Like, very good job by Connor. Ooh, it looks like our team's gonna have to pull back here because they did get a couple picks, but it's still a fairly even fight. Connor has his ultimate up again, and we know what happens when Connor has his ultimate. So let's see if he decides to use it here, but we're gonna stay on Connor for a little bit and see what happens from here. Ooh, good job by our Reinhardt. That might have been a charge that was a little too far. Reinhardt might die. Oh, now we do not have a shield. It's gonna be a tough one to hold. But the enemy Reaper is gonna have his ultimate soon, so we have to watch for that. Ooh, we're hiding. Oh, here's the ultimate. Oh, looks like he's just looking for a target. Oh, it gets exploded. Very sad, very sad. But again, we still managed to hold this point. If you watch, we're still holding the point. Now, the enemy team has about 1:30 to get back on point. Now, here's where we're doing the same thing that the Hanover Horde did to us, where when you're running a bunker composition like this and you're on attack and you're not on the point already, it's very hard to get set up. It's very hard to get set up. And so this should be much harder for the Horde. But we do have our Reaper ultimate up, so let's see what we do with our Reaper ultimate. Oh, our Reaper needs to get healed. Really? Oh, our Merchie's already dead. But we do have Reaper ultimate, so when Reaper deems it necessary, really good shatter. Really good job. Wow. Okay, it doesn't seem like we need to use our Reaper ultimate this fight. We already win this. Oh no, the Bastion's set up in the corner. That's one thing you can do with Bastion, where you can do sneak attacks like that. Bastion does die. Looks like he's gonna get rezzed, but I doubt that's gonna do much. Yeah, it's not gonna do very much. We're doing a really good job of holding here. We have spawn advantage, and they have about 30 seconds left on the clock. Hanover Horde, they're gonna have to make their push now, and Nashville Nomads do not seem ready to give it up. The Nashville Nomads are getting their ults up soon. Hanover Horde has almost all of their ultimates. This is gonna be an explosive last fight. Coming down all the way to the wire here. And whoever wins this fight is most likely going to win. Big ultimates here happening. If you can watch, there's a D.Va ultimate that killed only one of our team members. 3 seconds left on the clock. Hanover Horde is going to have to touch point. They have touch point, but they are not clearing us fast enough. Big Reaper ultimate. And it seems like Nashville Nomads secure the win out of nowhere. So really good job by the Nashville Nomads. Extremely well done. You can see on our player cams here today. You can see our varsity members cheering our junior varsity on. Really good job. Let's watch this play of the game right here. Huge. This was huge. This is insane. Where he ults right on top of them, gets 4 of them. Absolutely insane. Connor definitely played extremely well today. Very good job. Everyone did so well today on the junior varsity. So very proud of them.
Epic.
Right.
Wow, was that exciting or what? Hey, listen, I don't really understand this game, but I see the energy in these kids, and I know they get it, and that's something to behold. Now we got the JV coming up. Our congratulations to our JV team. They have finished 3rd, and they have taken this game to the very final 30 seconds, it looked like, and they came out ahead. Connor's bouncing out of the dojo. He's excited. Hey, guys, good job. That was a way to end the season, right?
4 times.
Good job. Hey, Connor, come over here. Tell me how it felt there at the end.
It felt like we weren't gonna win, but then we won probably because I was being so toxic.
You were being so toxic. That's not really the word.
It was intense because we had to hold the objective for 4 minutes.
That's Jack. He's talking. And Liam, you got anything else to say in there? What was the biggest play there at the end? What won it for us?
My pistols.
Great. Good job, guys. Good job. All right, so we're going to take a break here, and we're going to go to our screen to set up for the the varsity here in a few minutes. We're going to try to get underway pretty quickly.
I'm hoping.
Okay, we're just about ready to start this epic championship series. By series, I mean best of 5. So the first 1 to 3 wins. These guys split in the season. Warriors taking the first one, and then the Nomads exacting a little revenge late in the season, just before the playoffs started. So this should be a really interesting match today. Coach Aaron, what do you think? What do you think is going to make the difference today?
Today, it's going to be just, I think, with our Nashville Nomads, just attitude, right? So our Nashville Nomads are definitely very capable players, especially on varsity. So as long as our Nashville Nomads can make sure that they don't take their opponents too easily. One of the issues that we've had previously is that, we've lost to the Wake Forest Warriors before. They're the only team that we've lost to so far, with, that one blemish, that one loss on our record so far. And so I think it's one of the things was we started underestimating teams. And so I think if we underestimate them, it's going to be a much tougher game, much tougher day to win. But otherwise, I think that we are probably the favorites going into this matchup just purely by record. And we're 1-1 against them right now. We won one and we lost one. Looks like Wake Forest are looking to get their revenge on us while we are looking to secure that #1 spot in today's league.
Now, I see we have the roster up there. The team recently voted someone as a captain, right?
Oh, yeah. So, starting out with our roster here, let's start out with our team captain. So, recently we did choose our team captain. It's going to be Slam. Real name is going to be Noah. He is our main tank player. Or I guess it just say tank player because he does play off tanks too. He's our tank player. Going into the second player I'm going to talk about, we're going to talk about Mexicano. That is Elliot Ybarra. He always has a really good attitude. Definitely a very strong DPS on our game, in our team, and probably the best DPS one of the best DPS in the league. Or from there, let's talk about our second DPS. That's going to be, he's not in the picture right now actually, but it's going to be Caden. Caden is not in the picture right now, but Caden is probably the best DPS in the league right now, especially with his Genji. No other Genji in the league so far has even been able to match Caden's just dominance, and especially in this meta, where even in Pro Overwatch, it's Genji meta right now. Going from there, let's go to talk about Nano, which is very appropriately named. Nano, who is our support player. His real name is going to be Elliot? No, that is Nikki. Nikki is Nano, and he is our support player. He plays Ana mainly for our team. Go UA. He's our other support player. That is Elliot Dean. He is a very stable and honestly, he's been our stabilizing factor to our team, where he is the player that is the most consistent player on our team, and he heals very consistently. He plays off supports mainly. Going from there, let's talk about our 2 remaining players, Quad Minotaur and Titan Basilisk. Quad Minotaur is our secondary tank player, who gets swapped out with Titan Basilisk occasionally, just depending on what we need to run. But both players are very good and very talented in what they do. So, jumping in today's game, we're going to be on Paris. Now, I'm going to hop over here. Cool. So, on Paris, as for everyone who is good teamwork, by the way, by the Nashville Nomads. But looks like Nashville Nomads are going to attack first, but Paris is a control point map, which essentially means they're going to have to capture this point. And then they're going to capture to this point over here on attack. It's going to be in there, but essentially that's what the teams are going to have to do. One team is going to be attacking, one team is going to be defending. That's going to flip, vice versa. This is a very cool map. I really enjoy this map. Looks like Nashville Nomads are going to be running something they call a double shield composition. What that means is essentially it's a double shield composition where you have 2 characters, two tanks with a shield, and then you run a character that can sit all the way in the back, such as an Ashe, which is going to be played by Elliot, and then there's going to be a Genji, just because Genji's really good, and then you have healers supporting all of that. So that's the type of composition we're going to be playing. Looks like that's the type of composition we're playing against also. So, very different from the junior varsity in the sense that these players are much more skilled, and they actually do know how to play meta heroes. So both teams do have long range characters in the back, and also some short range characters. So let's go and watch Nashville Nomad. Yeah, let's watch Caden here. Starting out, Caden is going to start spamming some shurikens in there, making sure he builds up his damage, builds up his ultimate. It looks like Caden is just gonna, he's just gonna chill. build up his ultimate. And our goal is going to be to get on point here. And looks like National Nomads are slowly making it up top, or making it up on point. They're going to slowly push through on point. They're not going to just assault it. They're going through the side, because if they push right through, they will get, they'll just get spammed by shots and will die. But it looks like Caden's creating enough disruption in the back line to where the enemy team is going to have to position on point here. They lost all control of the choke. Caden is going for the back line. Caden's looking for some picks here. Caden's getting low. He's getting sucked up by the Moira, but we already have a pick by National Nomad 3. Ooh, but it is an unfair fight now, actually. It is a 5 versus 6 right now. Looks like Caden has his ultimate already and dies instantly. Unfortunate for Caden. Did not get that nano boost soon enough. That is tough. Now their National Nomads are going to be pushed back. And it looks like National Nomads are just going to work themselves back here and just regroup. Very tough there, where the National Nomads lost that just because they just didn't get enough picks early, and their Genji did not get a good ultimate off. But ooh, this is going to be tough. Looks like they died one more. They're going to have to regroup. National Nomads are not regrouping right now. But they're going to have to, they get to regroup and they get to do another push. Ana does have her nano boost, so she might just have to nano boost another player here. But as they make themselves up, as they make their way up here, it looks like they're getting ready to push through. The Brig is getting through. Let's look over to one of the members in that. Let's watch Anna. Anna's getting nice pick by the Ana there. Healing up the rest of her team. Looks like Caden also needs to get healed. Ana's a healer where you have to hit your shots to be able to heal your team. Looks like the tanks are fighting. Make sure the tanks are alive. Looks like it's going to be a close one here. Let's pull out and let's watch the entire fight unfold. Big ultimate. Huge ultimate by, oh my, that was a huge Sigma ultimate by our Sigma here. And our entire National Nomads collapse in on that and immediately destroy them. Now, the entire reason why that thing and why that play worked was because of the fact that there was patience on the Nomads. The Nomads did not engage it immediately. They waited it out. They also waited for a mistake to happen. You cannot make mistakes against this National Nomad squad. They will make quick work of that very easily. But it looks like we have 2 ultimates on the National Nomads side coming up. So they use their ultimates very well. Actually 3, because the Genji ult can be coming in soon too. So the Bob is going out now. So it looks like a Bob is going out. Looks like Bob is going to start creating some space for the enemy team, disrupting the enemy team. Already a pick on the National Nomads side. And looks like they're calling out shots. And it looks like that's a Mercy pick right there. And looks like Reaper's in the back. Reaper's fighting our Sigma right now. Reaper ultimates. Reaper kills our Ana. But it might not be enough here. And with another pick, Caden going in for an ultimate. Let's flip over to Caden's point of view. Caden's going for another pick. And it looks like Caden's going for another one. 2 picks right there. It looks like National Nomads are going to start getting progress on that point. Very impressive by the National Nomads. Very impressive by Caden. The best, I mean, yeah, the best Genji in the league. Maybe the best DPS. But again, as I said before, a lot of the things that happen in this game did not just happen on that kill feed. If you paid attention, it looks like Ball's going to start stalling. As long as we can kill that Ball fast enough, we don't have to worry. But Ball is stalling for his team to come out. So, I mean, Wake Forest Warriors are not done yet. But this entire team fight happened because of the play made by Elliot Ybarra, where he went in for a huge Ashe ultimate, which threw this robot on point. And the robot essentially creates space for our team. And it disrupted the enemy team. Looks like we're down 1 here already. They did a really good job of stalling here. Elliot gets another pick. Elliot has an ultimate. And it looks like we might be able to do something with it. We have very low healing right now because we only have a Lucio. I don't really support that pick. It's a very odd pick. Looks like he switches back to Ana. Looks like he switched to Lucio just to try and get back on point. But as we watch what is going on here, we can see that Brig is, our Brigitte is doing a lot of good work actually. We have our Ana. Her Ana does not have ult yet. We have not seen a Nano Blade, which is what our team does a lot, which essentially just secures wins very quickly. But looks like it's National Nomads. We're gonna have to push through here. They do have a Genji ult. They're comboing the Genji ult with the Sigma ult. Kills the Mercy first, which is the healer, then kills Sigma. So 2 picks here, and then some. Right, he uses that blade. Really good job by Caden. Let's switch over to another player here. Let's watch Zachary's doing a really good job playing Sigma. Good job eating all of that. And then we cap point. So really good job by our National Nomads here, where they get the point. And you can already see the difference between the National Nomads Warrior and National Nomads JV and National Nomads Varsity, where Varsity is very well rounded in terms of they know how to execute these more complex ideas. So we did a really good job of doing that. So hold on just a second here. Hey, can you go tell them to run Mercy instead of Break? I just told our team to run Mercy instead of Break because I think our Mercy could actually work better. Our Brigitte was okay, but it doesn't seem like we have much threat of a Reaper from the back.
Ready for battle.
Hey, pocket the Genji! Yeah, we're going to be running a strategy, which is essentially where we pocket the National Nomads 1. National Nomad 4 is asking me in chat where he's setting up. Did they know they're pocketing the Genji, right? Okay. So our strategy is going to be to pocket that Genji. What a pocket means is essentially you have a Mercy. Mercy is one of the more agile supports who can kind of fly along with the character. And all that happens is when you're pocketing a Genji, she damage boosts that Genji. And when you boost damage, you actually build a blade, Genji ultimate, much faster. And so this allows Kaden to be a lot more effective, and also gives them just someone to just essentially have a just healing. You know, if he ever needs healing, he can get that on the spot. So it's an idea that kind of just we'll see if it works here. I think it will. We worked it last game, so it is a very good strategy. And we've seen it usually when you have a pocket, you usually put it on your Ashe instead of your Genji, but here we put it on our Genji. We can already see it doing work. Genji gets 2 picks. Good job by Elliot getting some picks here. Let's go over to Elliot's cam here. Elliot Ybarra's cam. If I can find him. There he is. Elliot Ybarra is playing Ashe, which is a sniper character. He is going to be the backbone to this team. So in this team composition, it's a double shield team composition. All you're trying to do is essentially have your Ashe, have Elliot sit back and just shoot. And the 2 shields are just going to provide him good enough barriers to where he can just sit back and just start shooting. That's the whole idea with this composition that we're running. It looks like Elliot, I see someone in the back. Elliot and Anna. Elliot, oh, nice sleep. Very good sleep. And nice. Very good job. Very good sleep. Very good plays here. It looks like our team is still going to win this fight. Does not look like they're going to be enemy team. The Wake Forest Warriors will be able to actually secure this back a mess. Oh, big shatter by the Wake Forest Warriors, but unfortunately the team is just not there. Our team just swarms the Wake Forest Warriors. Just not enough backup. And it looks like Genji has his ultimate up. Genji gets a pick. Looks like we're getting ready for another Nano Blade. So let's keep our eyes on that. Really good job by the Nashville Nomads. Following their coaching tips, right? Really good job, honestly. These players are extremely talented. These players are playing first spot. So definitely showing why. Let's go over to Kaden. If I can find him. I missed him. He gets picks though. He gets picks. He got a couple kills. He got a kill actually. But Kaden actually dies there. He did get a pick, but dude, that might have not been worth it. So again, our National Nomads should have waited a little bit before he ulted and waited for the enemy team to kind of get on point first before you do that ult. But big ultimate again. Both tanks are down. Ooh, unfortunately he got slept. So our Sigma got slept in the middle of that, which canceled out his ultimate. But enemy Sigma is now ulting. Our healer is dead. We only have 1 healer now on point. Looks like it's going to just be a Sigma. Sigma dies. We have 3 people to their 4 or 5. Doesn't look like we'll be able to hold on to this point much longer. But this is a point where it's much harder to hold than the second point. The second point is much easier to hold. Genji's doing a really good job. Let's go and actually watch the action. Good res by the Nash. Good res by that Mercy. Mercy dies though. But unfortunately, you're not going to be able to hold that point. You're going to have to just run back. And it looks like, ooh, close one. Really good one. But spawn is right over there. Looks like a lot of the Nomads are a little overextended. So now what the Wake Forest Warriors can do is use that momentum that you just gained and push in immediately. And that's what the Warriors seem to be doing. But the Nomads are playing extremely well here. Let's watch Caden, if I can find his, if I can find him. Oh, Caden just died. Never mind. Caden unfortunately gets picked off. But Warriors, or the Nashville Nomads, are still doing a really good job. Nashville Nomads are staying much together as a group. They're playing much better, but it seems like they're actually split up now, so this is going to be a very messy fight. The Nashville Nomads are going to have to stall. They're going to have to switch to stall. Genji does have his ultimate. Caden does have his ultimate. Caden's going to have to get a huge ultimate. Big ultimate there. 2 picks already by Caden. 3 picks by Caden. That was huge. That did not look like they were actually going to get that point. Caden did clutch that. Now, that wasn't just Caden. Now, if you looked on the side, you can see that Noah, the Orisa player, sat and just fired and just held her space and bought a lot of time for Caden to make that play. So again, this is a team game. This isn't something that just happens. This is something that requires a lot of coordination, a lot of teamwork. Really good job by Genji yet again. Caden's doing a really good job, showing why the Nomads are #1. But ooh, Nomads are slowly losing point here. They are out of all. They have Caden back up. Caden got rezzed. The Wake Forest Warriors are not letting up. The Wake Forest Warriors are not letting up. Looks like they're about to ultimate. Ooh, looks like this might be. They're going to have to switch to stall characters. Now we have a Soldier instead of an Ashe. Nice. Ooh, we're still not getting picks here, though. Looks like we are going to get picks, but... Or it looks like when we're about to get picks, they shut us down. They heal their team member immediately. So really good job by the Wake Forest Warriors being able to essentially just have this really good burst healing. But now Wake Forest Warriors are contesting point, and they have all 6 players on point. Now Caden just ultimated, where Genji ult is going to start wiping out the enemy team and start creating some disruptions in the enemy team. Ooh, unfortunately, Caden does not get a pick there. Now it's still 6 strong for the Wake Forest Warriors, but the Nomads are still holding on to point and still stalling for as long as possible. So a really good job by the Nomads, but they're going to have to start getting some picks here, unless they're just going to start getting cleared out. And that's what you see. You see players starting to get cleared out, and that's what happens. So unfortunately, we do get cleared out. Down the run, May. Go, May.
2-2. Initiating match. Ready for battle. Attackers incoming in 30 seconds. Five, 4, 1.
Running dive this time instead of double shield, so that's one of our strategies that we've been practicing for a while. Dive is a strategy where you have to essentially just let the enemy team get on point, but once they're on point, that's when you start diving in on them. Big picks right there already. Let's switch over to Caden, or actually let's switch over to Anna. Caden does dive, but Caden can get rezzed here because we do have a resurrection up. But it looks like he's not going to get rezzed yet. Because our team is clearing out their team. And it looks like that was a successful dive. We already have a couple picks on them. Really good job by our Winston staying alive there. Winston was extremely low. Our Sombra's extremely low here. But we should still win this fight. We shouldn't be brawling here. We should be calling out targets. I did not hear that from the game room. Oh, Mora is antied. Really big anti by our Ana on that Mora. But it seems like Ana dies. Ooh, tough. So one of the big issues with running dive is going to be that you cannot brawl on point. So what happened there was we started brawling on point. When we start brawling on point, you start losing. Dive is not very good brawling and fighting on point. You just have to immediately switch targets. Bam, bam, bam. And that's what's going to happen for this round. So they have 30 seconds, about one more fight. And whoever wins this fight, essentially, like if the Nomads win this fight, the Wake Forest Warriors make no more progress. If the Nomads lose it, then it's going to be a long round. Looks like, oh, big Genji ultimate. Genji ultimate sweeps up 4 of them, and it looks like this is just going to be, that's going to be the round. Nomads got their ultimates and just cleared out the enemy team. I do not think I do not think that wall can stall it for much longer. Really good job by the Warriors, or by the Nomads, being able to stop them on the point. Oh, unless I spoke too soon, but I do not think any more players can touch point. There it is. No one can touch point. But yeah, really good job by the Nomads, making sure they make no more progress on point A. Now, all that has to happen for this to not result in a loss or a tie is that the Nomads have to capture the first point and get 25% of the second point. Let's hope that happens. So I'm going to go over to attack. Really good job by our National Nomads. Now, on defense, it was definitely a little shaky. The whole idea is that they started brawling on point. Now, they were winning in the beginning, but when you start brawling on point, when you're running dive, dive fails, right? So they should have pulled back and assessed the situation and then dive back in. Dive is it's a very complicated team composition to run. I would say it's probably the hardest team composition to run, because it is so different than all the other compositions. With straight up brawl, you can just, when you're running a brawl composition or a double shield composition, you just have to get on point and start fighting. That's not how dive compositions work. It requires a lot of teamwork, a lot of communication, and a lot of patience. Letting the team getting the enemy team get on point and waiting for them to miss position, and then jumping in on them. It's much like a tiger stalking its prey, rather than a tank rolling in and blasting everyone. It's a much more volatile team composition. So we're gonna watch the National Nomads. We're gonna watch. Oh, it looks like we're running double shield on attack. I would have preferred to see them run dive, but running double shield on attack. Slowly start pushing through here. Looks like we're gonna go through the side. Our tanks making sure we can go through the tide. Good res, but we are already down 1. Good job on killing that. Throwing a rock on that Reaper. That Reaper should die here. Reaper was extremely low. Oh, good pick on that Reinhardt. That Reinhardt is getting extremely good job brawling out here, but Reinhardt gets 2 picks here. It's gonna be a rough one. I do not think we win that one. But that is fine. We are running. We are still running the same team composition. Looks like we're running double shield. Now we have about 1 more or 2 more fights to be able to capture that point. Let's see if the Nomads can do it. Now, if you look, Reaper is hiding right over here, waiting for the Nomads to push through. Let's see if that's effective. Ooh, looks like Reaper's going for that Mei. Mei ice blocks. Really good job by Elliot here. Making sure. Ooh, Reaper ultimates in. He just gets a pick on our teammates. This is going to be a rough one. Our team is not... Wow, good job by the Wake Forest Warriors. Our varsity. It's going to be a tough one. I do not think that we're going to be able to get on point. Don't think even Lucio can actually assist us in getting on point. So really good hold by the Warriors, getting match 1 for themselves. So, hey, GG's to the Warriors. Let's see what the play of the game is. I think I need to.
Play of the game.
Okay, so Coach Aaron is going in to give the troops a little pep talk. And if I knew any more about this game, I would tell you what he needed to say. But since I go back to Pac-Man and Pong, this game is not for the over 55 set. Next match starts in 13 seconds. So Coach Aaron better give it an abbreviated pep talk. And he will be right back in to call the game for you. We are holding tryouts on August 29th at 3:30 p.m. for the fall season starting in September. Start your journey today to becoming a competitive gamer.
If you're interested in joining our fun, competitive esports team, we'll see you in the dojo.
The Nashville Nomads.
Game over.
Whoa, look at this. What? Oh, wow.
Okay, Coach Aaron is finishing up, and we are ready to dive back into this match for more intense play. Who's number 4 for us?
4 is going to be All right, so we are back into the game. It is 1-0. I do have Parker out here with me. Parker, what do you think about the game so far? Come over here. Talk to the mic.
The game?
Yeah.
So far, first game we did well until the dive just went.
Until the dive, yeah.
went
Until
to
the dive,
bronze.
yeah.
If that didn't happen, I think we could have won that game.
Definitely, I agree.
So, but I think it's going well so far.
Think we can pull it back?
Yeah, they can definitely do it.
All right. Well, we have faith from our teammates here, and our teammates from our teammate. But this is gonna be a control. This is gonna be a unlike other map. This is gonna be a shoot. What do you call this? No, this is not control.
No.
All right. I'm completely blanking. But it's a map where both teams are attacking and defending at the same time. Essentially having to control this point, and then it's like a king of the hill essentially, where you hold the point until it gets to 100%. So it looks like our team is running double shield, a brawl variant of double shield. I'm looking at Wake Forest Warriors right now. It looks like a ball variant of double shield. Looks like we're running Widow. Widow is very good. Now if Elliot can hit shots, Widow would do very well. Now this all depends on Elliot hitting shots here on Widow. So let's see Elliot's absolutely nutty aim here. Going into his perspective. We're watching Elliot Ybarra. Watching him looking for shots. So he's looking at corners. Really good job. It's a fair fight right now. Really big anti. On the Nashville Nomads side. Now Nashville Nomads, it is actually Nashville Nomads do have to get a couple more picks. They got the pick on the Reaper. Now Nashville Nomads just have to push on point. Looks like Nashville Nomads do have the numbers advantage here. We're going to switch over to our Sigma, see what our Sigma's doing here. Sigma is, I mean, he's getting some value on Sigma right now. Looks like Kaden is going up there. Kaden gets a pick already. Sigma's getting bursted down by the McCree. The McCree goes up behind them. McCree's doing fine. And looks like the Nashville Nomads wipe the Wake Forest Warriors off the point pretty soon, as the Wake Forest Warriors tries to stall it out as much as they can to get as many percentage points as they can. They get to about 25%, about a quarter away there, literally a quarter of the way there. Nashville Nomads do seem to be pulling it back together, still on that Widow, which I am very interested in. I think it will work. I think it can definitely work. It just depends on what they decide to do with it. They can get some big picks. This double shield, he's going to have to go through the, he's honestly not going to be able to go through the main and get some picks, I don't think, unless they're super out of position. Usually they're just going to be sitting behind a shield. And really good job by Elliot Ybarra here, just making sure, even, the thing is with Widowmaker, oh, really good shot by Elliot Ybarra there. Getting another nice shots here. All right, he's already dishing out damage. Now, you don't see the fanciest plays from our Widow, but again, the Widowmaker is a type of hero where if you're out of position, you'll definitely get punished. And so even by having a Widowmaker in the game, you're already essentially creating some pressure for the enemy team. Looks like we have a Nano Blade coming up, so that's why Kaden is setting up in a bush, waiting for the fight to start. So let us go into this perspective and just wait on Kaden. Looks like our team is calling for a Reaper behind, and Reaper does indeed seem to be to their side. We get the Reaper pick. Now their Sigma gets 2 of our tanks in that ultimate, but our tanks seem to be actually doing fine. That Genji ult comes out. Genji does not get Genji does get nanoed. Genji gets a pick. Maybe 2? Big shatter by the enemy Rhyme. Good job by Wake Forest, but Nashville Nomads get the point to 85%, but that seemed to be it. Nashville Nomads now lost that fight. Now Nashville Nomads still do have a lot of ultimates. A lot of ultimates coming up out of Wake Forest Warriors there. And they do have a you can hear the loudness out here, but they do seem to be having a lot more ultimates than the Wake Forest Warriors. And Nashville Nomads use all 3 of their ultimates here, and Nashville Nomads seem poised to take this point out, because if they win this fight, it's going to be very tough for the Warriors to come back and attack this again. Now you can see that Reaper in the corner. Reaper has an ultimate, and he's waiting for his team. Now his team, he's gonna have to touch first, but Reaper does have ultimate, and Reaper's looking to use that ultimate. So hopefully the Nashville Nomads start blocking it, and it seems a really good boop there and really good eat by that Sigma, doing absolutely nothing. That Reaper ult was essentially just negated. Now it's only going to be the Moira and the Mercy on point. Moira gets cleared out. Reinhardt's back on point. Now this seems to be a very even fight, but I mean, Nashville Nomads do clear them out. That seems to be Sigma eventually dying. Sigma dies. That seems to be the round. So good job by the Nashville Nomads pulling it back together. I definitely sensed some odd behavior there, but they're coming back. They're pulling 2, so good job, Nomads. 0-1 already for this map. So now if the Nomads win this map, it's going to be 1-1. They're on game point for this specific map. Not for the match, but just for this specific map. If they win this, the game will be 1-1 in terms of how many maps they've won, or how many rounds they've won. So it looks like Nashville Nomads are going to be running something called it's essentially called it's a Orisa Hog. What that strategy is essentially Orisa will set up on point. Hog will try and push people into point. It's really good on well because it's a really good bunker. The only problem is it's not that great against a double shield team composition. It does work. It can be effective if Noah, who's playing Hog, can make really good usage out of that Hog. Then you'll get a lot of picks here. So really good job breaking that shield by the Nashville Nomads. Really good call-outs, making sure the Reaper is dead. Good pick. Now it's an even fight. Their Reaper died for our Genji. Looks like we're going to switch over to our Hog. Let's see if our Hog can get a big pick here. And looks like Mercy's going to die. Mercy's extremely low. Nice pick on the Mercy. Now Sigma needs to die next. Sigma is extremely gonna be pretty low without his healers pretty soon. Someone needs to heal up our hog. And it looks like Nashville Nomads are going to secure the point eventually, getting a lot of the picks here. Their Sigma already got their ultimate, getting a pick, but I think that was a waste. I don't think he got much value out of that with the entire team just being dead and not being able to effectively use that ultimate. So good job by the Nashville Nomads surviving that out. And fortunately for the White Force Warriors, they seem to have wasted that ultimate. We're still watching our Hog. Hog looking for picks. It's very tough for Hog to get hits on this against that specific team composition. You can see that no one has actually captured that point yet. Really big shatter, but even bigger wall by Elliot Ybarra. Good boot there. Huge boot. Really good job by that Hog. Making sure he's getting some value there. Hog does have ultimate. Seems to have... Ooh, National Nomads seem to not have gotten that point here. Now, National Nomads are going to have to reclaim that point. Unfortunately, they're going to have to just regroup, wait for the rest of the team. This seems to be something where it's going to be tough for this type of team composition to push through. But again, another pick. But it is a Sigma, so Sigma can just straight up eat everything out and just walk out of that fight. So good job, Nomad. Good job, good pick there. We were using our ultimates and using ultimates and putting into the fight. We get a pick on their support, so their main support is down. So only support they have left. Actually, they don't have any supports left. Their Mercy is also dead. Really good job by our Orisa getting 2 picks there. Seems like we're gonna recapture this point. Almost deja vu-esque, where the enemy team gets it to about 40% this time, and we recapture this point. Finally, being able to recapture this point after such a long fight there. So we're going to watch this from afar. It looks like we have a Genji ult, an Ana ult, an Orisa ult, and a Mei ult. So those are a bunch of ults that are high value that we're using here right now. So we have a lot of our ultimates, and Wake Forest Warriors are going to have about 3 more of their ultimates, but National Nomads do have 2 ults immediately, and Caden's using that blade. Let's watch Caden use that blade. Caden gets a pick already, gets another pick on that McCree, and that seems to be enough. Everyone else, ooh, good job by their enemy Reinhardt, doing a good job of killing our Genji, but it seems to Genji, Caden did his damage. Caden took out 2 for 1, so he obviously already did the damage that it was necessary to do. Now it looks like the enemy team is getting pincered here. Our team is going to just start setting up in that little Orisa bubble and just start, spamming out damage from there. So, and always just looking. Oh, really good block. So there, Reinhardt just tried to shatter, and we blocked it. It's a really good block by our Ana or by our Mei and our Hog or Orisa. Seems like this seems to be a close fight. Really big pick yet again by Caden. So really good job, or not by Caden, by Noah. So really good job by Noah getting picks, making sure this point is still alive. This is going to be a tough one for the Warriors to recapture here. Looks like Genji gets another pick. Reaper Ultimate's not going to kill much. Reaper is very low. Reaper is extremely low. Really good job by the Reaper. But again, there are picks coming out from the Wake Forest Warriors. Wake Forest Warriors finally do decide to recapture that point. Seems like they might actually win this fight too. So Warriors, or the Nomads, are going to pull back and regroup. Wait for a next fight, it looks like. Again, Warriors and Nomads, this is a very close game. Big pick already. This just means they can push in. Now, once they get their support pick, they can just push in and get this point. Now, they do have an Ana ultimate. They have a couple ultimates here, so they can definitely win this fight. Very reminiscent of last map, where they did the same thing, where they just had a lot more ultimates than Wake Forest Warriors. And very good micro play by our Nomads, making sure that they're using their ultimates effectively and well, and really smart. And it looks like their freezes happens on that Sigma. We're gonna go over to Caden's point of view. Caden has a blade here. They're gonna have to recapture that point. Now Caden, if he gets nanoed, he can go for a nano blade here. And looks like they're going to nano blade pretty soon here. And it looks like they might actually go for a nano blade shortly. Eventually. Nice pick off by Caden on their Mora. Looks like Reinhardt's eventually gonna die also. So good job by Caden. It looks like we're gonna take this map without even using nano blades. So Good job, Nomads, taking this 0-2. So let's see what the play of the game is here. Really good job by the Nomads. Play of the game was by Nashville Nomad 3. This was, I think I know what this was. Oh, this was huge. This was a huge ultimate by Zachary here, where Zachary just used his ultimate on, ooh, that was 3 people? That was huge. That was just big. He did a lot of damage, so really good job by Zachary. Well played by the Nashville
It
Nomads.
seems we have a consensus.
All right, so Coach Aaron is going to go in and address the troops. We have about a 5-minute break where he's going to give them the strategy for this next round. I think they changed maps at this point, so this should be quite an intense battle as we get further into this. We're going to go and let you watch a couple of commercials, and then we will be back.
Game over.
Whoa, look at this. Look at what? Oh, wow.
We are holding tryouts on August 29th at 3:30 p.m. for fall season starting in September. Start your journey today to becoming a competitive gamer.
If you're interested in joining our fun, competitive esports team, we'll see you in the dojo.
Nashville Nomads.
Okay, so there you see it. We have tryouts for the fall season, August 29th, 3:30 p.m. here at Code Ninjas across from Hobby Lobby. Give us a call. We'll tell you all about it. We are going to field at least one team, the Nashville Nomads. If we have enough players come out, we will actually create a second team with a new logo and a completely different coach, and they will play each other and all the other teams that are in the league. We have 4 current teams this fall. The potential of expanding to 20 to 30 teams is in the works. So we got Coach Aaron back now. He's going to get things going for this next round. Coach, take it away.
All right, so I just had a quick word with the Nashville Nomads. I'm slowly losing my voice as the day goes on. I think the week was not very nice to me as I was running camps all week also. But yeah, Nashville Nomads, it's 1-1 now. So whoever wins this is going to be in game point. Very reminiscent of our JV game. And I'm very happy that this isn't just a, absolute roll, because this is the finals. So I'm glad that the Nashville Nomads are definitely having to fight for their victory, which is something that we haven't seen very often. As most times we just roll over our opponents. I think one of the issues is just, having some stability in there. A lot of times I'm the one who's calling out targets and making sure now the varsity has to do it themselves. So a lot of, it's kind of different for them. But I'm glad that they're adjusting to it. They're not just getting rolled, and it's a very close game. This is going to be Havana. This map is going to be focused on essentially escorting the payload, which starts over here all the way over there. If you watch the Nomads, you can see, or if you watch the JV game, you can see that this is what happened in JV. Now, unlike the JV game, I really don't think there's going to be a Bastion. Yeah, doesn't look like it. So Warriors have just one comp that they're always running. Nomads are running a dive again here, so I told them to run dive. the whole idea again of dive is that they do not brawl on points. They cannot just fight, like they can't just walk into the enemy team and fight, because this is a composition that is very, very brittle. But it does a lot of damage, but it's very brittle. So if you try to straight up fight them, you will lose. How you win with brawl, or how you win with dive, is you take high ground. So they can take a high ground. They gauge the enemy, right? They see how weak they are, how strong they are, and then they all dive in on one target and assassinate that target immediately. These are all characters that are extremely mobile and can do that sort of thing. So let's see if the Nomads can execute this type of dive very effectively, especially against a double shield. So let's see what Nomads decide to do here. So Nomads are just setting up on point. Looks like Ana is on point. Brig is a little bit with their team. Ooh, already a big pick by our Ana. Now our Ana's getting pressured on point. Ana is going to need some help soon. Ana seems to be fine, actually. So Ana eventually does die. No, our team does not have much healing now. Now, how we prevent that is by having our Brig with our Ana. But we just have to regroup here. Looks like we're all just dying, so we're going to have to regroup and get our thing together. That was a really big pick in the beginning, but our Brig needs to sit with our Ana. So make sure our Brig sits with our Ana. Make sure that you know they're grouped up together. Now they're gonna have to push the payload a little bit. Now our Nomads are gonna have to put the Brig and the Ana on point alone and take high ground. Looks like they're diving Moira here. Oh, already a pick by the Wake Forest Warriors on our Genji, and looks like Diva's the only one in the bag, and it looks like we're gonna get cleared up, but not before we take out one of their team members, but eventually just get taken out. That is a tough one. It's extremely a tough one. Let's go over and watch Caden's point of view here. Caden is there. He is. Let's watch what Caden does. So it looks like Nashville Nomads are encountering some troubles here. Looks like he switched over to, they're switching over to double shields. That's smart. Looks like dive, it just isn't working very well. It's a very, very good call by our Nashville Nomads here. Running, instead of running dive, they're switching over. They're running double shield. So dive might not just work, where we just couldn't execute it well. Good pick. Ooh, unfortunately, two of our team members also died. So it seems like Wake Forest Warriors are playing this extremely, extremely well. This is very tough for our Nashville Nomads team to handle. Now, we do have ults coming up, and so does the enemy team. But again, since we all just switched, our ult timers just got reset, so all of our ultimates are going to be a little slow and a little delayed. So as we slowly start pushing forward, looks like Wake Forest Warrior is going to start using his Sigma ultimate. His Sigma ultimate goes up. He's going to get two down. Really good. Baptiste Immortality, already a pick on their Reaper. Looks like our Genji is going to be ulting. Big shatter by their Reinhardt, but it's not going to be able to do anything since his entire team is not there. Looks like Reaper, or our Genji's, our Genji didn't get many picks, but our Genji definitely did cause the Warriors to pull back and eventually, cause us to win this team fight. So really good job by Caden yet again, doing a really good Genji blade and really good job by the entire National Nomads, knowing when to switch off a composition and switch into another. So very good job by the National Nomads to do that. This is something that you don't really see on JV. When the JV picks a composition, they just run that same composition. Ooh, big Reaper ult by the Wake Forest Warriors as I was saying that. Ooh, unfortunately, they used that Reaper ult was just too much value. Killed too many people. Now, the National Nomads have one more push here. This is going to be a tough one to push through with only 40 seconds remaining. They're going to have to do something. The Mei almost has her ultimate. We have our Reinhardt ultimate, we have our Baptiste ultimate, and we almost have our Genji ultimate back up again. That's what I say when I say Genji is so strong nowadays. Genji just gets his ultimate so fast. Big pick right there by the Reinhardt, already on their support, but they get rezzed. Ooh, the Wake Forest Warriors have no supports, and now looks like this is going to just be, there's just no supports, there's just no healing. I don't think Wake Forest Warriors can win this team fight unless they pull out the miracle out of nowhere. Really good job fighting the Reaper. Our Brigitte fight a really good way of fighting that Reaper. It doesn't look like Wake Forest Warriors are going to be able to actually contest on points. So really good job by National Nomads there, holding point and running double shield instead of dive. So good job by National Nomads for doing that, running double shield instead of dive on attack, because definitely we were having some trouble with that. Might be something that we're going to have to work on a little bit more, but seems as double shields seem to be working effectively now. The explosive. Oh, Mercy was extremely low on the Wake Forest Warriors, but she does get healed up eventually. Let's go over to Caden's point of view here. See what. Oh, Caden died. Caden dies to the McCree. McCree seems to have flanked and killed him. The entire Nomads are getting collapsed in on by the Wake Forest Warriors. It's a really good job by the Wake Forest Warriors for doing that. But we are also getting picks here. There's a shatter that came out from Reinhardt. Reinhardt eventually does clear us out, but the whole issue with this is that our spawn is right over here. So this isn't something that is a death blow to us. It might actually be not that terrible because of how many ultimates they used that fight, how many ultimates they committed that fight. We did not commit a single ultimate that fight. So we have all of our ultimates about to come up. Hopefully we don't use all of our ultimates in one fight because that's usually kind of leaves us vulnerable. Really good shatter. Oh, they got blocked, unfortunately. But their Reinhardt is half. Ooh, big pick on their Reinhardt. Now their main tank is done. They're going to have to try and get a res. Reaper goes for an ultimate. Reaper stunned up. Reaper ultimate gets canceled. Really good ultimate canceled by Elliot. Elliot Dean playing Brigitte there. So really good job by Elliot doing that. Definitely one of the most consistent supports that we have on our team. Really good job. Genji again. Genji slicing through. And the whole idea for Genji in this team composition is that Genji does not go for super big plays in this team composition. Genji goes for small 1 picks or 2 picks, right? With this team composition, there's no reason for Genji to go for these big plays. It's he just doesn't have the support necessary. He doesn't have a nano. He doesn't have any of that. He just has to survive and make space. So Wake Forest Warriors are all dead right now. Our National Nomads are getting healed up very well by our support line. Our support line, I would say all of our players are definitely individually extremely talented. It's all about just bringing that talent and bringing it into a team environment. Unfortunately, Elliot Ybarra dies here. Oh, 2 picks by the Wake Forest Warriors already, but that's a really big ultimate. That's a huge ultimate. And, unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be getting any picks, but National Nomads are still hanging on tight. It seems like one of them is already down. This is a very close match, close team fight. Oh, it's in overtime too, but unfortunately, I do not think the Nomads are going to be able to. Unless Caden pulls out the impossible. Caden and Elliot. Oh my gosh, that is some team composition, and they are all on point. And they actually managed to get point. That did not look like that was going to happen. Caden and Elliot, that was insane. Oh my gosh. Wow. All right. Well, yeah, that was impressive. I did not think that was going to happen. Caden pulled the impossible out. That was basically a 2v4 with 2 ultimates being committed. So really good job by Caden and Elliot there, managing to use their ultimates effectively. Let's go over to Sigma point of view. Let's give Parker some love here. Parker is playing very. Parker's been playing very well today. He's gotten some really good signals so far. So let's. Zachary's signing up right now. Well, never mind. That was Zachary instead. I don't understand what happened, but that's what happened. Oh wait, yeah, I don't really do not understand what happened there. But Reaper behind. Looks like Reaper's going to go for an ultimate there, and looks like has cleared off. Nice, good job. Reaper's gonna have his ultimate soon. Reaper does not have his ultimate. I definitely thought he was gonna get that fight, but Sigma is going to just start eating that McCree. A really good eat. So Sigma can just essentially just eat other people's ultimates that are projectiles, and that's what Sigma did, and he gets a shield based off that too. Really good rally, making sure our team stays alive, doesn't die to that Reinhardt ultimate, and looks like Reaper's going to ultimate. Oh, unfortunately gets cleared off before he gets ultimate, and now it looks like it's in overtime, and it looks like Warriors are going to not be able to touch point, and Nomads have done. They had a very rough time in the beginning, but they seem to be holding up very well. Warriors are holding on to dear life here as the Nomads start pushing up the payloads. And yeah, Warriors are going to start having to touch payload, maybe switching over to stall characters, but it doesn't look like they have enough time. National Nomads switching off in the last possible moment. So good job, Nashville Nomads, being able to switch off and being able to pull some really clutch plays. So I don't know how they actually got it to 3 points, but they did. So now they're going to have to just defend. They're going to have to defend very well here to be able to continue continue, going on to game point here. So let's see what the Nomads are going to pull out for us on defense here. I wonder what they're going to run.
Ready for battle. Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Okay, so Coach Aaron, we're in the middle of this match. What needs to happen now to secure this victory?
To secure this victory at this point, looks like we're running bunker. Very interesting. So our composition is going to be what JV ran before, essentially where we have to protect the Bastion and make sure the enemy team does not kill our Bastion, essentially. So we're going to be putting a lot of resources on that Bastion and making sure that Bastion stays alive. And yeah, I mean, that's what's going to happen, hopefully. So
Excellent.
Yeah, let's switch over to Bastion's point of view here. Like, find Bastion. There it is. So it looks like Caden's going to be the one playing Bastion here. Really, almost killing the McCree here. This was running it very well. So Bastion still does work. Really good job killing that Reaper. Really good job positioning backwards. So that's one thing that the JV does not do as well, where they don't reposition that well on Bastion. One of the things about Bastion is that if you don't reposition often enough, you start losing. You start dying. But it looks like Red Course Warriors got 2 picks, and one of them on Reinhardt, one of them on our Torb. So we do only have one shield right now, which is going to be Sigma. And his shield is just not as strong as the Reinhardt shield, so it's going to be a tough one. And Bastion does not have any healers either. Looks like Wake Forest Warriors are poised to just take point here. Seems as though National Nomads overextended just a tiny little bit here, making it harder for us to actually contest that point. It doesn't seem like we're going to contest the second part of this point, so it looks like we are going to pull back here. So it's definitely an odd strategy that's coming out of the National Nomads. It's something that we haven't really tried out yet. We haven't really practiced the strategy yet. We haven't really practiced the strategy out yet, so it's going to be definitely tougher for our National Nomads to run this. See what they do. So it looks like if I zoom out of the Bastion vision here, oh, really good job keeping up our Elliot Ybarra. Looks like we are kind of scattered here. We don't really have protection for the Bastion. The Bastion's holding anyway, so it doesn't matter. 3 picks by the Bastion, huge anyway. Oh, but there Moira gets 3 picks just from her one ability. That is insane. This is a fight that's still going on. This is going to be a close one. Looks like they're Reinhardt, and looks like we might actually lose this fight just because we do not have healers on point. We only have a Reinhardt and May, which I would advise the May and the Reinhardt just to pull back. Because we do not win that fight without healers. You just lack healers there, so. That was a tough one to win, but we are grouping up. We are waiting for our Reinhardt and our May to respawn. Once they do, we're going to be able to hold it. And if we hold it right over here, this is the most preferable place to hold it because it's far enough from the enemy spawn to where spawn advantage doesn't necessarily matter as much. It's fairly even. Looks like Reinhardt's going for a shatter here. And I think the enemy Reinhardt knows we have a shatter. Looks like Anna's going to die, unfortunately, to the Sigma ultimate. Their Reaper is extremely low. Enemy Reaper. Anna gets res. Really big, huge Sigma ultimate. Wow. Oh my gosh. Zachary going for those huge Sigma ultimates. Going for, and now Reaper's still alive. He's in the corner. Reaper's gonna have ult in pretty soon, I would say, in about a fight or so, if Reaper's does well enough with managing his ultimate. Looks like we swapped off Bastion and we're going Genji again, so we're just going regular Brawl variant of double shield, where instead of running Orisa, you're running a Reinhardt, which makes you a little bit more able to fight front on, because Orisa is a type of hero where you're really good if you want to just create some space. You just want to shoot from afar. Reinhardt, you have to get a lot more up and personal. Good thing is Reinhardt provides a lot more CC, so a lot more crowd control. But Orisa, of course, can just shoot down her enemy, so it just depends on what you need. Ooh, Sigma, our Genji already getting picked off. Looks like they have a pick. We have a pick. We got their Mercy, which is actually a bigger pick than our Genji. So let's see what we do here. Our Genji, we do have ultimate, so we're gonna start using ultimates here. We use our Mercy ultimate. We got a pick already. We have our Mei ultimate. A big shatter by the enemy Reinhardt, but it doesn't actually manage to hit anyone because they were protected. Oh, there was a shield, and then there was the Mei ice block. So really good job by the Mei doing that. Now we are. Looks like we do not have any more healers up right now. Our Mei has ultimate up. Our Mei survives. Really good job. Mercy's back on point. Mercy's dead. Now we have 0 healers. We have to use our ultimates here. Really good shatter. Huge shatter there. We managed to actually save the point. So really good job. Now both healers are up on the enemy team, but no one else on the team is up other than the healers. So let's see what Mei does here. So if we go over to Elliot, Elliot has ultimate up. Holding on to his ultimate, probably going to combo his ultimate with the Genji ultimate. So that's what my prediction is. I think that's what's going to happen. We do have Nano Blade coming up soon, so they could combo Nano Blade instead and save the Mei for this fight and use Nano Blade next fight, so they could stagger out their ultimates, which is kind of a high-level strategy, which I think National Nomads have shown to do before. So let's see what the National Nomads do here. They throw out that Ana ultimate. Ana ultimate seems to be hitting about 3 people. That Genji or that Reaper ult goes up. Reaper ult kills 3. Ooh, Genji just cannot make up for that. Genji dies. Unfortunately, that combo just did not work out. That was a 1 minute on the clock. No, they have 2 minutes left on the clock, or about 3 minutes, I guess. 2 minutes 40 seconds for the Wake Forest Warriors. Mercy just needs to pull back here. Tough fight. That was a really big Reaper ult. The thing about Reaper ults, though, it only happens. It's a very slow charging ultimate, so it's not gonna happen every fight. A Genji ult, on the other hand, can happen at every other fight. So it's a much more powerful ultimate, but it only happens much rarer. That's how you balance out ultimates here. Looks like our team is just poised to start setting up here. Looks like we are. Ooh, big shatter. Looks like Mei is dead. But we got to pick right off. So this is a 1-for-1 right now. We have our spawn advantage. Our spawn is right here. So let's see what the Wake Forest Warriors do here. So Mercy is chilling on the side. Reinhardt seems to be low, but Reinhardt gets healed up. Our Reinhardt has shatter up now, but he doesn't need to use shatter this fight. It doesn't look like, because it seems like we're gonna win this fight. Reinhardt actually gets taken away. Never mind. Seems as though Wake Forest Warriors came out in pairs and they actually seemed to secure that fight. Now our Ana's back up. Mercy paid for that resurrection with her life by our enemy teams killing the Mercy while she was resurrecting. So the enemy Wake Forest Warriors is about 2 minutes, or about 1:20 left. Big ultimate here. So if we can combo something with that, if we can follow up on that ultimate, that was huge. Big ultimates here, and we're gonna use our. Enemy McCree ult killed 1. Didn't kill anyone else. Wake Forest Warriors 6 just falls off the map, and it looks like everyone else is just going to regroup and just start figuring out what just happened there. But the Nomads just committed a lot of ultimates into that fight. Now there's going to be about 2 more fights left for the Wake Forest Warriors to be able to punch that ticket in and make sure that they extend this round out. Oh, big pick already. So big pick on their Genji already. The Reinhardt goes down. Really nice anti. So it looks like our Ana, who's Nikki. Nikki always goes for really good antis here, which makes the enemies unhealable. And it's a really powerful ability. It's probably the most powerful non-ultimate ability in the game. And Nikki's doing it very well. He's using it very well. So really good job by Nick there. And we just clear out the enemy team. So really good job. That anti really did do its job. So we have about. We have 3 ults coming up, so this should be a fight that National Nomads could take and could possibly even win. The only problem is that Reaper ult, if you're paying attention, is back up. And they're going to have to touch point first for the 2 and use that Reaper ult. And Reaper dies. Ooh, Reaper's actually not dead yet, but Reaper's going to be on point. He's going to get ready to get ult. He's going to get ready to ult. And here he goes. And he dies, actually, before he ults. So never mind then. So Reaper gets taken out before he ults. Really good game by both teams. Very close. This is definitely a finals game for a reason. This is National Nomads are not getting an easy ride home here today. Let's see what happens in this game. Let's see what National Nomad 2 gets to play the game. I think I know what this is. This is huge. This was what turned the game around. We would not be in this position now if this play had not happened. He goes for 1. He gets it. And that was a really good. What set this play up was not Caden's blade but it was May Ultimate. That May Ultimate froze everyone in place for Kaden just to slice through them, slice and dice. So really good job, really good teamwork by both DPSs.
All right, so Coach Aaron back in there to talk to the troops. I've known Aaron for a long time now, and he's about to lose his voice. This is the most talking Coach Aaron has done probably in this short a span that he's ever done in his entire life. So, yeah, Coach Aaron is putting in double time today. So now he's in there coaching them up. This is a titanic struggle. These are the two best teams, and it was proven during the season. They split during the season. So this is a worthy championship game. Again, want to remind everybody that we have tryouts for the fall season coming up August 29th, 3:30 p.m. That's for boys and girls ages 8 to 14, all skill levels. We have a junior varsity and a varsity. We have probably 8 to 11 in our junior varsity is our age range, 12, 13, 14 in our varsity. These guys are very impressive with their talent. What's really impressive is that they've come together as a team and they've learned to communicate and strategize and execute a battle plan better than they probably could have hoped. It was 6 players that had barely played together. Actually, 3 of them had played together regularly, but the other 3 didn't have any relationship with the other guys. So this is a team that has come together and gelled over the past season, the past 2 months, and it's showing the fruits of their labor today.
Welcome to Hollywood. Initiating match. Ready for battle.
All right, so we are back at it. Looks like we are at game point right now. So 2-1 to the Nomads. So if we win this round, we will take home the dub. Looks like the Nomads are running a formation of dive, type of dive, with a Brig Lucio. So we are not running Ana or a Baptiste. We're running a Brig, or actually we are running Ana. Okay, never mind. We are running Ana. Essentially, Ana could work. Lucio could also work. It's really up to really up to the team. But we are running a type of dive, just without Genji. We're running a Doomfist instead. So Kaden playing Doomfist this time. We're running Hack Fist, where you combine Doomfist and Sombra, and Doomfist and Sombra dive in together, and they essentially just get a lot of value with the Doomfist being able to one-shot people and the Sombra being able to hack. But it seems as though we got cleared out pretty instantly. We did not dive there. That was not a dive. We didn't take high ground. It was a very brawly type of thing to do. So let's pull back and let's watch the team here. Because when we're running dive, we need to make sure we're running dive effectively here. It's much harder to run dive. Let's go in and see what Noah is doing here. So if we go over to Noah, where's Noah? Noah's calling out targets in the game chat. Let's see if Noah can start carrying or start doing well. Because you're gonna have to take that high ground. You're gonna have to contest that high ground up top. Looks like we're attacking first. I expect us to defend first. Ooh, we missed that. We missed that gate here. Good job taking that high ground. Now we all have secured high ground here. So now the entire team, Nomads, should realistically be going high ground. Ooh, he needs to get healed up. Playing with fire here. Ooh, already got picked off. So our Brig already got picked off here. So we need to make sure that doesn't happen. But we seem to just be failing. We need to start regrouping. We need to start. We have about 2 minutes. Looks like they're calling to switch off dive. Looks like they're running. Yeah, so they're gonna start running. They're gonna start slowly switching off and running over to a double shield composition. And they also all have EMP. We have EMP up, and they're gonna have EMP up soon. They're gonna have Ana ult up already. Unfortunately, that Ana ult is gonna have to go on a target where they're not gonna be able to combo anything really off of it. It's gonna probably nano Reinhardt or something. So it looks like they're getting ready to push through. Genji is dashing up over there. Ooh, Genji gets a pick already. Really good job by that Genji. Getting a pick out already. Now, big signal. Now, the thing is, when you switch up, you do not have ultimates up. Your ultimates are all gone. Now, they res that McCree that we just picked off. So it is a 5v6 currently, with our Brig having already died. So that's one thing that we need to kind of work on, where we just randomly get picked off. Now, really nice anti on their Reinhardt. Their Reinhardt is anti. He cannot get healed, but our entire team is dead, so it's going to be hard for our Reinhardt, which is Noah, to be able to play aggressive here. I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to switch over to Caden's point of view. Caden's going to have his ultimate, actually. So they're going to have to be able to nano blade here. They also have their EMP up. So if they EMP, the entire enemy team is going to be hacked. Yes, so yeah, you guys are, I think Rick and Jen just asked. Yes, we are up 2-1. Nashville Nomads are winning this 2-1 right now. Ooh, unfortunately, the Wake Forest Warriors are getting some really good ults up. So Wake Forest Warriors used a couple ults there. So Wake Forest Warriors still do have ults, so they're cycling through their ults extremely well. And Nashville Nomads are definitely struggling in that regard. So maybe Nashville Nomads should stop even trying to run dive and instead just run double shield instead. Let's see how they manage this. And it looks like the EMP's gonna come out and Nano Blade. Nano Blade happens. And it looks like they're gonna. Looks like everyone wasn't hit by the EMP, and the Wake Forest Warriors still managed to win this team fight. That was insane. But the thing is, National Nomads do have spawn advantage. So National Nomads are going to have to get on point as fast as possible here. And be able to just get on point. Ooh, Reinhardt's already stunned up. The enemy are Noah's Reinhardt. Now we're gonna watch. We're gonna switch over to our. Ooh, we did touch here. And we're going to. We do need to start playing aggressive here, and we do playing aggressive. We're getting the point. We're getting on point now. It looks like we're starting to clear them out. We're getting their Sigma. We're getting their Reinhardt. We're getting their Orisa. And we're getting their Mercy, and it looks like we're actually going to capture this point. So it did not look like we were going to, but we do eventually manage to capture that point. And really nice hack on that Sigma. So Sigma was going to ultimate, and our Sombra managed to actually stop that ultimate from happening. So now we have ultimates coming up. We have our Reinhardt ult up. So let's watch Noah here and see what he does. He is the team captain. Let's see what he does here. He has his ultimate up, so he might go for a big slam here, slam play. So let's see what Noah decides to do. He's going to have to. Ooh, Reaper's over here. Now Reaper's getting ready. Reaper does not have ultimate. He's going to start. He does not win a fight against Reaper, by the way. But he's calling out things. He's calling out his team to go to that Reaper. And it looks like they're just going to continue pushing. Genji already got picked, so this is an even fight. Big shatter, huge shatter. 2 picks already on that shatter. And then of course the signal goes through. Signal doesn't actually. Oh, it actually hits the enemy Sigma. So really good job by Parker making that play. Really good job by our National Nomads. Being able to push through even though they were held so long on that first point. Looks like dive is just not our strong suit, especially not against the Warriors, and especially maybe it might be because I'm not in there. Our dive is just not working out very well, but it seems our double shield is working out very well. We have another EMP coming up for our Sombra. So they can combo EMP and Blade and make it a really nice fight. They can combo a lot of ultimates here. The National Nomads do have a lot of ultimates here. And the Wake Forest Warriors only have 1 ult up currently. They're going to have a Sigma ult up pretty soon. Really nice pickoff by the Mercy's rezzing the healers, but it might actually already be too late. Oh no, the Wake Forest Warriors already got a big ultimate off by their McCree. It does not look like they're going to be, the National Nomads are going to be able to come back. Genji Blade gets through. But unfortunately, after those couple picks, they were not going to be able to push through. So now National Nomads are going to have to group up together and regroup because they only have 1 more push here. Now, they do have EMP. EMP is one of the strongest ults in the game. So if they manage to get a really big EMP, it will actually be a really, really important thing. So let's watch Elliot here. Where's Elliot? I can't actually find Elliot. There he is. So let's watch Elliot and watch him land that EMP. Huge EMP. That's the entire team. You just saw him land that entire EMP. Let's switch over to Genji. Oh no. Oh, that's 2 picks. It's a fair fight right now. It looked like that Reaper definitely did clutch it out for them, but this is definitely an even fight. Looks like National Nomads do have 1 of their healers up, but their Brig did die. They're trying to kill the Mercy. Mercy is going to get picked off here. Mercy does die, but National Nomads out of nowhere. This happens every single time. It seems like deja vu. Where I may have spoke too soon. So it looks like National Nomads only have 1 person, and it's gonna be Kaden who's gonna be on point. And unfortunately, National Nomads are going to lose the point. Oh, it seems very clutch, but it was not possible in the end. I would say that was a close one. That was definitely a close one. Almost clutching over the second point. Unfortunately, that McCree is definitely a pain for us. Where he's definitely playing very well. So the National Nomads are having to fight for this victory, but they're still poised to win. If they win this round, they are done with this entire match. National Nomads are hungry to win this round, it seems. Then the Wake Forest Warriors are definitely giving them a run for their money right now. It's a good job by both teams playing together and making mid-match adjustments. So let's see what both teams run here. Looks like National Nomads are going to be running a Soldier and a Reaper, along with it's a very interesting team composition. I have not seen a Soldier or a Reaper out of both teammates yet. very Alright, so Nashville Nomads running this very interesting team composition here. Team composition that is still double shield, it just is much less meta. I would have liked to see a Genji from the Nashville Nomads instead. So this is definitely something where Nashville Nomads do not really, that's something that they lack on, I think. Where this team composition might work now, but it just seems like they seem to having some trouble here, just trying to figure out their team compositions. But, I mean, it can definitely work. This is a very easy composition to run, too. So this is much easier to run than other compositions. I'm not be advocating for that. Then calling for complex. Really good pick on that Reaper up there by Kaden. Really good job by Kaden. Kaden's dropping down. Gonna try and get some picks on their support. Now Kaden's gonna have to raid form out. That's what he's gonna do on Reaper here. And he gets a couple picks here. So let's see what happens out of the entire fight. It looks like Reinhardt is going through, and eventually they're going to get cleared out. So really good job by the varsity clearing them out. There were a couple arguments about team compositions happening, but it seems as though it's working out pretty well. So definitely the easier heroes that they picked are definitely going to be providing more value than I thought. Looks like Reaper, Kaden is chilling out right over here, waiting for the enemy team to push through, and eventually clears them out. But Kaden can kind of get into these sticky situations and then just raid form out. Big shatter, huge shatter. I missed that shatter by the Reinhardt. Let's go switch over to his perspective. If I can find him. I can't find him, but I'm gonna switch over to Reaper. Really good big shatter by our Reinhardt there, where he shattered the entire enemy team. What that means is essentially he goes up to the enemy team, slams his big little hammer down, and knocks everyone to the ground, which allows his team to get set up for a really big play there. So really good job by that Reinhardt. Really good job by Noah, our team captain, being able to set those things up. So that's 2-1 fights right there. And with 3 ultimates coming up for Nashville Nomads, this is going to be a fight that Nashville Nomads can very easily win. Just because the Reinhardt is very low. Their Reinhardt dies. Oh, no, Reinhardt does not die, but their Moira dies. The Reinhardt is extremely low, so they're going to pull back temporarily. Their Reaper up top does get picked. Really nice ultimate by Kaden up top, and looks like Nashville Nomads do use 2 of their ultimates this fight. Oh, big ultimate by the Wake Forest Warriors. That was 3 picks by the Wake Forest Warriors, so that's huge. And Nashville Nomads do not have any more healers on point. It's just going to be the Reaper and the Sigma. So that was a really big combination, really big combo that the Wake Forest Warriors did with their Sigma ult and their Reinhardt ult. So that's a really good. Oh, that was a close one. Almost killing the Reaper there. That might have been really good for the Nashville Nomads. So let's switch over to the Nashville Nomads. Hana here. Let's see what she does. Let's see what Nikki does. This is what Nikki is. Nikki, ooh, that was a close one. Nikki almost got a really big anti-off, but it looks like Wake Forest Warriors are going to use all of their ultimates and clear off the point with a minute remaining. So that's 1 more minute than the Nashville Nomads. So Nashville Nomads are going to have to hold this point for 3 minutes. It looks like Nashville Nomads just did not block that shatter, which allowed for the Wake Forest Warriors to get that huge combo off. I think that's going to be play of the game too. No matter what, unless we manage to make an even bigger play than that, which I don't think is going to be possible, to be honest. But yeah, really good job by the Wake Forest Warriors and Nashville Nomads so far. It's a very entertaining game. Looks like Reaper already get a pick somewhere on the map. Really good job by Kaden. Kaden is really good at these flanker type heroes. So it looks like he did get res right back. Oh, looks like Moira picks up a kill on that Brigitte. It looks like it's going to be a tough fight, so it is an uneven fight right now for the Nashville Nomads. Nashville Nomads are getting ready to contest this, and they have to help out their teammate, or he might actually just die. So Sigma seems to be just cornered off in the corner here, fighting with his entire team, but he has actually bought space. Kaden, our Sigma is just kind of like an entire enemy team was just kind of distracted by our Sigma. This allows for us to get grouped up more together, and we have ultimates coming up now. Ooh, that's 1 ultimate. 1 person's picked up by that enemy Sigma ultimate. It doesn't really do much. Looks like Wake Forest Warriors are going to get cleared off the point, and Nashville Nomads are going to eventually secure control of this point. So really good job, or this payload. So really good job by Nashville Nomads for doing that. Nashville Nomads now are definitely doing really good job on the ultimate department, where Nashville Nomads are keeping up with the Wake Forest Warriors in terms of ultimate. So one of the things about this game is going to be that ultimate management, right? That's one of the things that you have to kind of focus on, where you don't want to use all of your ultimates at the same time, and you want to start staggering out your ultimates, and you also want to make sure that you build your ultimate faster than the enemy. And that's what's happening right now. The Nomads are very good at this, where we practice so much on this, where we practice on ultimate management, we practice on making sure you don't all use your ultimates at the same time, and making sure you use your ult effectively. So it looks like, oh, Mercy tries to res that, but again, this is another one fight just because of, as I stated, ult management. Right now you can see that only one ult was used that fight. If you look at our JV squad, our JV usually uses like all of their ultimates at the same time. Here, they have enough patience and they have enough confidence in these ultimates where they start staggering out these ultimates. It's a very micro detail of this game, but it's definitely something where if you get good at that type of thing, you get very good at Overwatch. You can climb to some really high ranks by being able to do this. Big block there. Only one person hit by the enemy Ryan's Shatter. And really big ult by I think Parker's playing now. So really good job by Parker here. Looks like National Nomads are holding them back with 40 seconds remaining on the clock. National Nomads use all of their ultimates here. National Nomads have 2 ultimates coming up for next fight. But for this fight, looks like National Nomads clear them off completely, with the Wake Forest Warriors having 0 ultimates coming up. So really good job by the Wake Forest Warrior, or by the National Nomads, holding on to this point really well. And National Nomads, again, if you look at how their ultimates are building, you can see 94% on a Reaper ult, 89% on that Reinhardt ult. So this means that Reinhardt and this means that I'm gonna actually watch Reaper here. But this means that they're holding on to ultimates very well. You're building ultimates very well. And it looks like Reaper's gonna ult pretty soon, and their Reaper is only at 87%, so definitely shows that Wake Forest Warriors just got cleared out by the National Nomads. The National Nomads, that's it. That is victory. Good job, Nashville Nomads. They did a very good job taking home the finals. Very close one. GG, well played. Wake Forest Warriors get to be second place, while Nashville Nomads take first place in the league. So that was it. That was the last game. So really good job by the Nashville Nomads. Really good job. Yeah, let's watch us play the game.
I'll wait for you, G.
All right, GG's. Hey, good job, guys.
Simple arithmetic.
Yeah, so thank you everyone here for supporting us, supporting the Nashville Nomads. We have just taken home the W here, so we have just won the entire tournament. We'll see you in a couple months. We'll be back, hoping to make sure we stay number 1. So I appreciate it. Hey, GG's, man. Is it muted? Yeah, I mean, we can mute it right now.
All right, so Coach Aaron, thank you very much. These guys put on a good performance today. They earned their stripes. They went into the season the preseason favorites, and they went ahead and finished the deal today. You can hear the excitement and jubilation in the lounge. They're all heading out. All right, guys, go celebrate. Good job, fellas. And we will see you for the fall season